Okay, looks like we're online. Let's get some notifications rolling, shall we? That there. Twitter, Facebook. And of course, Facebook wants to be disagreeable. Sometimes I wonder why I even use Facebook. Come on, Facebook. All I need you to do is post. And it doesn't want to. It's like I have to post twice on Facebook just to get Facebook to do, like, basic things that it should be capable of doing. There we go. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, so how is everyone going? I'm your host, Get Good Fox, and in just a minute or two we're going to be getting started on continuing our MechWarrior 5 playthrough. We are at the very end of the game. And I'm just kind of cleaning up some of the final activities. And one of the things we need to do is the Bounty Hunter's special mission. But you don't have access to the Bounty Hunter's special mission without maxing out your Bounty Hunter intel, of which we are pretty far along. We are at intel level 9 of 10. And I think we've made a little bit of progress towards level 10, but, you know, still mostly in the beginning. And, yeah, we're going to have to go track down some of the mercenaries that we haven't gathered intel on. And then that probably won't be enough to max out level 9 to 10, so we'll probably have to duke it out with some of the... we'll probably have to duke it out with the maximum level mercenaries in order to finish things up. But yes, how's everyone going? Or doing, rather. Curse Damaku says, hello there, how is it going, good sir? If you're looking, I think, yeah, I'm going to be playing Vampire Survivors later on today. So that will be something. I enjoy Vampire Survivors, and I have not yet played the DLC, so... I think that will be a thing. At least I think it will be a thing. Who knows? Anyways, we'll be getting started in about 1 more minute. I think I need to get my drink. Okay, got my drink, and I think we can get started. Okay. So we are going to pick up where we left off. I did take a moment to clean up my my inventory and everything. Oh, excuse me. I said, as I was saying, I did take a moment to clean up my inventory off screen. That way you don't have to watch it. I've been working on reducing our monthly fees, or our quarter annual fees, because they were getting a little high. I mean, we've got 100,000 C-bills, so it's not too big of a deal, but, you know, I've been able to spend 100,000 C-bills before, so I don't assume that just because I've got, like, you know, a pile of cash that I'm capable of doing things. Step 1 is... this one looks good. Looks like the payout here is unusually high. And with an unusually high payout, it implies that we're going to get hit by the mercenaries. So we're going to go ahead and take this mission right here. The 4 million C-bills is bizarrely high. And that means we should bump into our mercenaries here. Now, the first time you duke it out with a mercenary, you get a big bonus. And so that's one of the things we're doing. We have not battled the Eridani Light Horse. And so by battling them the first time, we're going to be able to get a large quantity of intel. This is a lower level mission though, so I'm not going to be able to take that many people with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Mauler, because like I'm really enjoying this one right now. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I'm probably just gonna have to bring 2 large mechs, to be totally honest. So let's go ahead and just do that. We'll bring the Mauler and... I don't know, one of the Atlases. It's as good as any. Slam the button, and in we go. I kind of don't really like the Mauler KO's color scheme. I don't repaint the hero mechs, though. I leave them in their original hero colors, but it's kind of boring. It's just kind of light gray.
Our target is an industrial complex marked on your tactical display. Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light the complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander. Something's wrong, Commander.
Oh, yeah, here's our mercenaries.
Dropship closing in on your position.
And here they come.
Our meeting under these circumstances is regrettable. A true MechWarrior doesn't resort to ambushes. However, our employers have other ideas and other ideals.
Well, I guess that means you guys just aren't true MechWarriors. That's all it means. It's okay. Not everyone can be a true MechWarrior.
If you can. If not, we're ready to burn when you are.
We're gonna ice these guys real quick. Looks like I'm a little too close.
Strike support is ready and standing by. Over.
There we go. Okay, that's one of them down. Now to get the other one. Unfortunately, he's in my missile minimum fire range, so my missiles are jammed. So I am reduced to using my autocannons. Let me get behind cover here. Oh crap, the pre-stream overlay is up still. Let me knock that down. Thank you for the save there, Casual Kirk.
Those mercs will think twice before trying that again. Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete.
Light Scorpion says, hello there, Fox. How's it going, good sir? We are trying to unlock the Bounty Hunter's final mission. That's my goal, at least. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done in this stream because it seems like it does take a bit of effort, but I'm going to be putting in a solid effort towards it. In fact, maybe I'm selling myself short. I'm not entirely sure. So how was Memorial Day for everybody? I decided to take the day off, which is why I wasn't streaming yesterday. Also, after beating Fallout 4, I wasn't sure what to play next. And so I wanted an extra day to think about it. And I settled upon Vampire Survivors. Very cool game. Very cheap game, too. Costs like, what, like $3 to play? Oh my god, this is the wrong type of facility. I am gonna obliterate this facility. But first I'm gonna obliterate this battle mech. This is where my mech shines. Designed to engage enemies at a very long distance. Looks like they too have the same game plan, though. Okay, now that we've cleared the area, I am just going to absolutely flatten this place.
Good start, Commander. I'm showing major damage to the target facility. The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Like, this gun just absolutely flattens city areas. Unfortunately, this stupid thing is in my way. Oh, they're behind me. Holy crap. I just now realized it. He is in my minimum fire range as well.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
This is one of the only disadvantages to using missiles, is that once they get too close, the radar lock gets jammed and I can't fire them. There we go. Okay, we smashed the bay. Wait, no, it's not quite dead. Okay, now it's down.
Now, let's get out of here before more trouble arrives.
Light Scorpion says, am I gonna go over the news? I have no plans on doing any more State of Decay content. So no, you can expect there to be 0 State of Decay content on the channel going forward. Partisan is down. Aside from getting caught in close combat, where I took a lot more damage there due to my inability to fire my missiles as well, this went pretty smoothly. I mean, we could have dropped even more stuff, but then, you know, we would make less money because we went over the weight limit. Really? Who is shooting me?
Centurion.
Alright, knocking these idiots out is going to give us a ton of progress towards our bounty broker. Not bounty broker. Now that somebody asked about State of Decay, I'm thinking of the bounty broker. Towards the bounty hunter. The thing, though, is that the last level, which is level 9 to 10, is rather, requires a good bit of intel, let me tell you. But this is a first takedown bonus, and so that means we should get we should get extra. Now, once you've done a takedown, then subsequent mercenary defeats will give you less intel, but you know, what can you do? Let's see how much we get here. We got about 600 for a first takedown credit, and we need 6,000, so I guess we got like 1/10 of it there. And what we need to do is hunt down these last 2. We have 2 more to grab. After that, we'll have to farm out the remaining intel the old-fashioned way. So we just got the Eridani Light Horse. We need Greg's Longstriders, which is the Fertilance icon, and then we need the Black Hearts, which is like the, you know, the deck of card symbols. So let's take a look for where we can find them. Sometimes they're not even on the map either, that's the other thing. Because they do get shuffled around. So here are the Black Hearts, but let's see if we can find something a little closer by. There's Greg's Longstriders. Oh yeah, they're so far away. Not happy about that. Okay, you can zoom all the way out and see them all. Man, these guys are on the other side of the world. Let's jump over here. Alright, so I want to kind of go into the... Okay, let's go towards the middle of the map. If we go to the middle of the map, what we can do is... Basically, no matter where they show up, we're kind of equidistant from any location. So let's go over there. The thing that sucks about traveling is that a lot of days pass, and if a lot of days pass, well then... You know, you get hit with a lot of travel fees. Light Scorpion says, I know you stopped the State of Decay content, just thought I would at least give my final thoughts. No, I have no interest in, I have 0% interest in expressing my thoughts on either Undead Labs or State of Decay. I have essentially washed my hands of them altogether. And now other people can, they can do it instead of me. Let me see. How do I get over here? Here's what's gonna happen. Knowing my luck, what's going to happen is I'm going to try to get over there, and then they're going to move. Their area of operation will change. Look at that, $3 million. 3 million C-bills just to go there. Evie is first. That's right, people were slow on the uptake there. Probably because Tox has been busy lately. Normally Tox is the first to grab it. Really? There's one place that the Black Hearts are operating in, and let me guess, it's not going to have them. Okay. Please have him. Please have him. Please have him. Oh, 7 million. That means they're definitely going to be here. Man, we got really fortunate there. I will absolutely take that. What is this? What kind of mission is this? It's a battlefield mission? Sure, I guess. We're not going to be able to earn much money, though. Okay, so that means we can actually bring everybody in. That's good news. That means this is also going to be a pretty rough fight, so perhaps I will use... I might use the King Crab car here, and I'm going to bring both of the Annihilators, because the issue is that this is going to be a really, really big starting fight. Like, this fight is going to start out pretty nasty. I am warily going to allow one of the AI to use one of my good mechs. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do, like, I'm worried they're gonna focus fire here, but, like, they've got a lot of good choices here, like, so maybe I'm worrying over nothing, because these are all quite good. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna have a bit of a fight in the beginning. Typically speaking, when you're dealing with mercenaries that are gonna invade your mission, they typically attack in the very, very beginning of the game.
We have the opportunity to pull up a big payday, if we can maintain this position beyond what our contract stipulates, Commander.
So what we're gonna do first is I'm just gonna wait for them to drop in.
Shut up about it if your mechs return to the hangar looking like Swiss cheese. Good luck.
You're not gonna trick me. I'm gonna march around a little bit because I am super suspicious. That's what I thought.
The command launch has arrived. Open fire.
That's what I thought.
Commander.
Let's do it. As soon as they land, I'm getting a shot in. Nice, nice, actually. We did big damage there. Very happy with it. That's the headshot. That's another one. There we go. Nice and clean, nice and... Look how much damage they did to me, though, even for that, though. That's always, like I said, like, that's the issue, is that they can still do a lot of damage, even if you can knock them out of the game. Okay, so what I need to do is find a nice place for our guys to kind of set up camp. Unfortunately, we're on a jungle world, and the problem with jungle worlds are the trees. The trees are really good at intercepting your shots.
On our way.
I'm gonna tell them to wait there. And that's because, like, our mechs do rely a lot on long-range combat, and because they rely on long-range combat, it means the trees are more likely to help our enemies than help us. Because, like, they should be able to advance upon us using the trees for cover. Looks like we've got to knock down 23 enemies before we can call this a victory. In addition to whatever bonus enemies we originally had to fight, so... we got a fight coming up, I'll put it that way. I am not lacking for ammo, so I don't have a problem sending a few shots downstream here. This is actually Dr. Sheriff Crab's build that I have refined a little bit. And I gotta say, it's quite a beast of a machine. It's quite nice. Like, I hesitantly call it the best mech in the game right now. Like, I don't entirely know if that's true. I'll need to do a little more testing. But initial results are quite good. First on chat from Manchu G says, if battle mechs were real, then a merc's life would be for me. It's like, you know, it's one of those things where, so that's why, so on YouTube I have a playthrough called the Rags to Riches playthrough, and it was supposed to be, the theme of the playthrough was supposed to be like, you're tired of your office job, so you saved up all of your money to buy one mech. And so what I did was I sold all of my, I started a brand new game, I sold all of my starting mechs, I bought a Locust 1V, the most basic of all the mechs, the cheapest mech, and then I sold all of my extra weapons, I fired all of my pilots, and then I started buying and selling things repeatedly in order to waste my money. Because, like, you know, like, you buy, when you buy things, it costs more to buy than to sell, and you get less in selling. So I buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, over and over and over again, until I wasted almost all my money. I think I had, like, 500,000 C-bills in reserve. And the whole concept of the playthrough was supposed to be, I am sick of my office job. I am saving all my life savings up to become a mercenary. Because that's probably how it would work. It would probably work with you starting your merc career with, like, a Locust. Because, like, you know, imagine trying to buy an F-15 or something. Like, imagine trying to buy, like, an Apache so that you could become, like, a mercenary. Like, I don't know, you'd have to buy the most, like, crap thing possible. Went for the headshot there, but my aim was a little bit off. A little bit tired of them pinging me. There we go, I see him. Big shot right there. Oh, I didn't see my heat. Gonna fire a few single shots here. Okay, he's down. He's gonna eject. I am taking so much downstream damage here from them firing. I need to take cover because our heat is getting a little out of control.
Target acquired.
I don't know if I've ever said, I don't think I've said it enough, but I hate partisans. It's still alive. Alright, we've killed about half of them. Starting to wear down on my left arm. A little concerned about that because it looks like here comes the next wave. So I'm going to tell my allies to get a little bit closer. I'd like to encourage them to shoot them instead of me because right now I'm the one taking the heat, so they should actually be in pretty good condition.
I've requested location.
I've arrived.
There's no way I'm going to hit this guy. Ah! Oh, I got him. Squished him. How unfortunate for him. Went for the headshot, but a little hard at that range. I'm also not the best shot. I have, I would say, pretty average accuracy. Gonna go single fire there. Once again, they're really gunning for me. I'd like to get them off me a bit. My AI are getting a little confused. I'm going to tell them to hold fire and then stop holding fire. The command for that is F1, F4, F1, F4. And doing that is just going to make them reset their targeting. Waiting for the full reload. There we go. That'll disarm him. Let's get a damage report. Mauler's looking good. Annihilator's looking... Both the Annihilators are looking good. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're done. We got our kill quota. Okay, so we did it. I was a little worried there, and I wasn't worried about losing, but like this mech has extremely expensive and rare, not expensive, but rare equipment, and I really do not want to replace it. I'll go in backwards. Might be able to get a few cheap shots in here. Yep, we got one of them there. Looking for a shot, but the Annihilator is blocking. Big damage there. There we go. Quick, easy kill. And then over here, I'll take... That was a headshot. Oh, there goes my armor. Let me get in here before they bang up the systems anymore.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do. I had to work. Basically, in the beginning of the game, I had to take missions that didn't involve as much fighting because all I had was a Locust, and like the Locust is good enough for killing vehicles. You can definitely kill vehicles. You can definitely kill turrets. I did fight some mechs. There we go. Look at that. So first time takedown on the Blackhearts. That might be all. No, we need Greg's Longstriders. Look at that. We got 1,140 intel on that. That's really great. Once we get to level 10, which is my goal, supposedly we get a special contract from the bounty hunter. And so I believe we've almost knocked out all of the mercs. And after that, we'll probably need to rumble with the Wolf Dragoons to finish up our intel. So overall, looking pretty good. Lost armor on my arm, but I bailed out. I doubt there's any significant damage. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's fine. So we can't... These are really, really nice heavy rifles, and I do not want to lose those. So, you know, as soon as I get the armor breach, we're going to bail out. These guys did fine. Looks like their armor held, which is great. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at... Alright, so we've gotten... The only people we haven't gotten are Greg's Longstriders. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if where we can find the Longstriders at. Sometimes they're not even on the map, I don't think. But if they're not on the map, what we can do in the... Oh, there they are, right over there. Right... Oh, we got a closer one right here. Ah, and we can make it in a single jump. Now, hopefully, so the mercenaries, they do periodically change their area of operation, and because they do that, you know, there's a possibility that we just can't, you know, we can't always get to them, but, you know, we'll see. Heath Ames says, "What's up, Fox?" in the chat. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. Yeah, hopefully everybody's Memorial Day went well. I decided to take Monday off. Normally I do stream on Monday, but also I had beaten Fallout 4, and I wasn't sure what game to stream next, so extra day gave me a little time to think. Oh, there are some missions here, so maybe we can find a... Okay, this is it. So if you want to know how to find mercenaries... or if you want to know if they're going to attack and show up, because you do need to fight them. If they show up to help you, you don't get credit. Like, you get some intel, but you don't really get a credit. But to get a credit on a takedown, look to see if it's paying kind of a strange amount of money. 3 million C-bills is a lot of money. It's unusual, and because it's unusual, that's how I know that they will be attacking in this mission. There we go. This is a super low-level mission, so let's just, you know, wrap things up.
You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
All right, so I'm going to go in the Mauler 2P, and I'm going to send somebody in the Archer. There we go. That should be a perfectly good team for this. Yeah, you could sign up for a great house and, like, wind up in, like, infantry or something. I mean, because like infantry are still needed. There are plenty of things that a battle mech can't do. Like if your goal is to abduct people in a building, like a battle mech is not going to be so good at that. Like you do. Oh, here we go. They're arriving. Yeah, lasers are buttoned. That one. Oh yes, just wait till I get up top here. It's gonna be Mauler time. I see his foot.
All right, Commander. I'm prepared for an emergency evac. Complete the mission if you can. If not, we're ready to burn when you are.
I'm trying to hit him with everything, but like, not all of my weapons have the same kind of trajectory, so.
Good job, Commander. Those mercs will think twice.
I bet
before
those
trying
guys will be
that
really
again.
surprised.
Looks like
They're
it's
dropping
only
into
been
like a
one.
low-level
See you
mission,
when the
and out
mission's
comes like
complete.
a Mauler and like an
Looks like
archer.
we found the
Probably
place,
not
Commander.
what they had in mind.
Happy to have you with us, Commander. Though you're cutting it a little short. Enemy forces have already been mobilized and will be here soon.
Well, that's fine, because I've got 2 LRM-10s with the Artemis system, which means I can attack at very long ranges, and the sandstorm is barely going to have an effect on me.
Perimeter has been breached. Hostiles
Okay, I
on the
think we got
approach.
him.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
In we go. Got Commando coming in. I can't actually see where he is, so I'm just going to kind of fire towards the middle of that square and hope that something hits. That's my plan. Now, fortunately, my buddy here is in an archer, also armed with Artemis missiles, so you'll watch how agile those missiles are. You can see them really just curving in there. Love to see it. There's such a huge upgrade over the standard missiles. If you've ever wondered whether or not Artemis system is worth it, I think it absolutely is, because, you know, the most important thing about a missile is that they actually can hit something.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
You know, I've really grown to like the Mauler. I need to get more variants of it so I can see which one I like the best, just because, like, you know, sure, the Mauler KO, the hero variant, is fantastic, but, you know, you might not always get the Mauler KO in your playthrough, or it might be one of the later mechs you get. So, you know, knowing some of the standard variants is a pretty big deal, I think. I don't know if there's anything in the way, but I'm just gonna kind of shoot. Because the problem with the sandstorm is that I can't tell if there's like a rock in the way or a hill in the way. I'm just gonna kind of shoot at it.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Oh, you got the guys at the lake. Forgive me on the building there. Like, it's all good though. Now this one I know the wall's in the way, which is where the missiles are going to really come into play. Now normally I hate Jenners because they're like hard to hit, but that doesn't matter when you've got Artemis missiles. Like, I don't need skill, I've got Artemis system. That's going to hit the building, let me not shoot. First on chat from Cornered Badger. He says 2P and MX-90. Yeah, I've been trying to pick up the MX-90. I want to get one of each. Because, like, basically, the whole theory of using the Mauler was the Mauler is going to become kind of like a ghetto Omni-Mech. Because, like, Omni-Mechs, or Omni-Technology, I should say, basically are detachable components that allow a mech to basically take parts of their body off. Oh, don't get it in my way. And change their weapon configuration at a speed that previously wasn't really feasible. And the Mauler kind of replicates this. Not in that the Mauler can literally detach its arms and, you know, stuff and change weapons, but it has like a really beautiful variety of hardpoints that give you a Omni-Mech-like flexibility of weapons. There we go. Hose them down.
Commander, the area is secure.
Blow up their fuel tanks real quick just because I'm a jerk. Basically, what it means, though, is that you can go big into missiles on the Mauler, or you can go big into, like, PPCs, you know, or you can go big into ballistics. Like, it's got the ability to kind of go in, you can go in any direction you want. The only catch is that you can't really do all of them at the same time. Like, that's why I created that graph, the Mauler pyramid. And the Mauler pyramid is basically going to be kind of my guiding philosophy for just creating a sensible design. I can, let me bring up Photoshop real fast. While it's loading up, we can continue, though. Alright, so we just got them down. We just knocked down the last one. Alright, so we've got a full set of... We've got all the bounty. We have one of each. But as you can see, getting one of each of these does not get you to level 10. So that means we need to duke it out in order to get to level 10. And what we're going to want to do is we're probably going to want to fight the Thumpers, and we're going to want to fight the Wolf Dragoons. And I think that means we should head back to the Terra system, because next to the Terra system, we've got multiple Wolf Dragoons, we got the Thumpers, and that's because this area here, we've got the level 15 areas. So let me go ahead and get my battle mechs repaired, and then we're going to head on over there. Alright, this is as far as I can jump. Alright, so I'll show you what I mean by the, what do you call it? The Mauler pyramid. Because I'm always trying to find ways to simplify people's understanding of, like, you know, like, how do you make something nice and easy? Let's leave it as green is fine. So here we've got our pyramid. We'll call this the Mauler. Wow, that is some tiny font, isn't it? Bigger font, please. And put it in the middle. Okay, so this is going to be our Mauler pyramid, and all we got to do is write, we'll do energy up top, ballistic over here, we'll just call it guns, and then we'll do missiles over here. So, to do the Mauler pyramid for building a sensible, easy design is you could pick two, but you got to give up the third. So you could do like PPCs, and you could do autocannons or heavy rifles depending on the variant, but then you can't have the missiles. Why can't you have the missiles? Because there'll be too much heat, and you're going to need the heat sinks. And the missiles are going to, you're not going to have the heat sinks available. Now you could do large lasers or PPCs and missiles, but once again, it's going to get hot. You're going to need the heat sink, so you got to give up the guns. Now you could do missiles and guns, but then you've got to give up the energy weapons. Not so much for the heat, like you will need some heat sinks, but you're going to need ammo. And this will cut into your ammo. And so that is like a really easy way to visualize how to build the Mauler. Because the problem with the Mauler is that it has so many guns. You're like, I want to fill every hard point up. And if we look at the design I have on the Mauler KO, what I did was I just completely gave up on the energy weapons, going off this philosophy of pick two. In this case, I chose missiles and guns, and I gave up my energy weapons. And for the Mauler 2P, what I did here was I went on the guns and I went on the missiles, and then I downgraded these to medium lasers. Now, and I said, you know, so I'm not completely ditching the lasers, but, you know, they're only like 4 tons. I could put in more ammo if I wanted, and I could fit in more heat sinks if I wanted to. So like both are still possible, but I was like, let me see how the mech handles before I make that decision. And so far, it seems like with the sacrificing the big lasers, which still follows that philosophy, we've got a pretty good design. Like the design is working. Let me throw you guys in there. But that is like a simple way to visualize like some of these, you know, mechs where, you know, how do you fill up all the guns? I don't know. Sometimes you just can't. All right, let's get in here and see if we can duke it out with the Wolf Dragoons. We're going right into the Border Protectorate region. This is a level 15 area, so it's as hard as the game's gonna get. Another thing I like about the Mauler, though, is, especially on the missiles, like, you can go very heavy on the missiles, which I find the AI handles pretty well. Like, I find that the AI does, especially with the Artemis missiles, sometimes the AI is more questionable with other mech designs, but it does a pretty good job with the missiles. So I'm always interested in mechs that are capable of sending a lot of missiles downstream. They also seem to be reasonable with the AC-5 burst fire, mainly because on the receiving end from those Jaeger mechs, like, you tend to get really lit up by them. So let's see what we got here. Looking for missions. Okay, this mission pays a lot. See how it says 20 million? 20 million tells me that means that the Wolf Dragoons are going to butt into this. Same with this one. 10 million C-bills here. That means the Wolf Dragoons are going to butt into this. Let's do this one first. This one is a single operation, which means it's a little, you know, we're not as committed to it. So let's go ahead and try that. And what kind? It's this is a war zone. Salvage is going to be big here because the Wolf Dragoons are going to bring in pretty good stuff. At the same time, we could certainly get hammered by them, so let's go ahead and make sure that we don't play games here. Okay, so I'm probably going to go with the King Crab car again. So this is probably the best mech in the game. Like, I will have to experiment with a few others, but I think the King Crab car is a really tough customer to beat with its incredible headshot capability. The quadruple heavy rifles, combined with the fact that it is faster than the Annihilator, is really, really good. And we are going to need that in order to deal with the Wolf Dragoons when they come in. Also, I'm going to have to probably score a headshot or two, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm probably going to use the Annihilators again. The thing is that the Wolf Dragoons are going to drop, like, right on top of me. So all I care about is just the maximum amount of, like, just downstream firepower that we can throw at these assholes. No missiles on the car, no. It said it simply cannot be done with the amount of heavy rifles we have on it. Where is the car at? So, with the heavy rifle setup, there isn't really a realistic way to fit any missiles on with all of those heavy rifles because one, you know, if you run out of ammo, you run out of ammo, and two, you do need a lot of heat sinks. You need a lot of heat sinks, because those heavy rifles get hot. Where is the good old Mad Cat? It is on its way. Maybe not literally in the game, but in terms of the lore, they are on their way right now because the clans invade right around 30-50. So it is on board a ship, and they are traveling here. For the last mech, I want to bring in something that's really heavy on the missiles. I'm probably going to bring in one of the Stalkers. I designed them all to be very similar, so it doesn't matter which one. The reason I want to bring in the Stalker is because I do want to bring in some very long-range capability. I feel like the Annihilators combined with the King Crab car will have plenty of, like, you know, they're dropping right in my face capability. But once that's done, I am going to want to switch to a more long-range strategy. A melee strategy is also plausible because, once again, they are going to drop right on top of me. But let's try this one first. All right, here, let me save this one. This one could get... You don't want to mess with the Wolf Dragoons. The Wolf Dragoons play for keeps. Well, the reason why you go all in on the heavy rifles is you spend a little more time aiming, which admittedly is not... I am not the best gunner. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 5 or a 6.
We're right on the
But
front
when you
lines,
score
Commander.
those
The
headshots,
good
that
news is
absolutely
we can rack up a
swings
big
the
salvage
battle.
payout
Just
if
at,
we're
like,
able to
basically, like,
maintain
when
our
a big
position.
mech drops in and you
But
just
remember,
blast its head right
you have
off,
to be alive
and
to
it
spend
never
it.
gets a chance to
Come back
participate,
safe.
that is just such a... It swings the battle in your favor so massively. This looks like a good fight for us because it's pretty clean, like a very light fog. It shouldn't interfere with our aim. I'm gonna wiggle around a little bit. I'm expecting them to attack. My partner, he's... Oh, here we go. He's not available right now, but normally he would pilot the King Crab car. He has better aim than I do. All right, here we go. Oh, they're already shooting at us. Jerks.
Repositioning complete.
All right, here we go. All right, we got to line our shots up. Not on the first guy, though. I'm just going to let him have it as soon as he lands. Looks like we're going for the Atlas first. Okay, we're through his center torso. Let's try to knock him out of here. He's next. That should have been... Nope. Looks like I didn't quite get him there. They'll finish him off, though. Looking for a big shot here. They should be able to finish him off. I can see there that his arm is missing. I'm going to get behind this guy and blast him in the rear armor. Or maybe I won't. I'll just take his arm. Okay, it disabled his main weapon. That's about as good as what you can get for the victory. One shot should finish him off. Damage reports coming in. So the Annihilator got a little roughed up. Yeah, they did focus fire on a single target. That is... We can deal with it.
Affirmative.
We can deal with it.
On the move.
So when they drop in on you like that, like, yeah, you want to really go hard on your close combat capability there. Like I said, you could bring a melee mech. I have brought a melee mech and have successfully defeated them with fairly low damage. Normally, we would not have to fire our heavy rifles just so rapidly. Normally, we would have a little more time to let our heat cool down, but not when they are right in front of us like that. Now, I am undamaged, and what that means is what I need to do is I need to stand in the front and let them shoot at me in order to try to protect our Annihilator, because our Annihilator is a bit roughed up. That is not necessarily bad. I think we can protect him. Nope, they're right there. I'm going to order our allies to stay here.
Let's go.
And I am going to try to be in the front once again. That's a hit. Okay, let's see what mechs we're dealing with.
Target acquired.
This is a crummy version of the Charger, so he's not a big threat. Looking for a better target than that. Two crummy Chargers and a Trebuchet. The Trebuchet is my big target. Big damage, already disabled one of his LRMs. I'm going to single fire his torso out. That's the headshot. Headshot. Okay, that Lance is toast. What is my favorite house? Without a doubt, like, I fight for the honor of the dragon. And I fight alongside my somewhat less honorable allies, House Liao and Merrick, who are part of the Captain Alliance. Yes, I am going to heavy rifle these things. A champion, pretty low. Okay, these guys are very low armor targets. I probably don't even need a headshot on them. So when Steiner and Davion form their alliance and create the Federated Commonwealth, the Draconis Combine forms a counter-alliance. That's the end of him. That's the end of him. Sounds like lawn care is beginning, so apologies if you hear the lawnmowers. That's another Lance down. As you can see, the King Crab car really paying off here. Doing our best to protect the Annihilator. I'm gonna go on top of this nice hill over here, honestly. Just gonna alpha strike that and get it out of here. I think we'll be able to both rearm and cool down before the next wave comes in, so.
New target, Shadowhawk. Target acquired.
A partial headshot on him.
Incoming missile.
Big damage on the Shadowhawk. I should be able to single fire it out. Letting all of my heavy rifles reload. And blast them away. The mountain's providing me a bit of cover here. I'm going to cool down a bit. That might have been another headshot.
Hostiles inbound.
Well, that's because, Manchus is saying that Davion and Steiner feel similar to one another. Yes, that's because they are both the kind of, like, European descended houses.
Waypoint, Commander.
In position, Commander.
Look at that long-range shot right there, already through the Atlas's center torso. I'm going to try to knock him out right here. I believe we just blasted that Atlas away right there. Didn't even get to see the light of day there. Single fire is enough for this, Mech. He's toast. Oh no, the Atlas is still there. Heavily damaged, though. I believe my shell may have clipped the mountainside. There we go. Let's get out of here. I'm going to order the entire lance to just start making a quote-unquote beeline towards the extraction point, considering that the Annihilator is not exactly known for its beelining capabilities. We do have a bit of a forest here to protect us, which is nice. Always a little bit worried that, like, some kind of pursuit forces at the end might get a few cheap shots on us.
The Greek provinces are being torn apart.
I think I'm just going to focus on getting into the point over here.
Moving out the unit, Commander.
We've got a whole bunch of them coming in to harass us. Let's just crawl in here and escape. I think that's the best thing we can do.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Stand by for extraction.
Nope, too late, folks. Too late, folks. We are getting out of here. So those light mechs descend upon you with the quickness. Alright, so let's see what we're bringing in here. So yeah, we knocked out the Wolf Dragoon, so we're a little over halfway to the final level with the Bounty Hunter. I've never done his special mission, so I am looking forwards to that. Apparently I need a charger. I guess I have a quest for it. I'll take this Centurion. And, I could probably use another AC-20. I don't have enough of those. I'll take this nice-looking medium laser. I always need more of those, because I'm always running out. Alrighty, so we're looking pretty good there. The Annihilator did survive, so we were able to successfully protect it. Let's see how its damage came out. What did I need? I need the Centurion for what? Oh yeah, I need to collect 2 Centurions. I forgot about that. I can't give him these 2 though. These are the Hero Mech Centurions. Yen Loang and Yen Loang 2. That's Kyalard Liao's mech. Alright, so let's get a damage report. Okay, looks like the weapons were a little banged up, but overall we were able to save it. Gonna take a lot of time to repair it, but you know what? That's fine. And we did see some more missions that would possibly involve the Wolf Dragoons. This one's way harder because, one, we've got to beat... If they attack on the beachhead, that'll make me super sad face. I hate getting ambushed on a beachhead. I think what we're going to have to do is do a little bit of waiting. Actually, I got a better idea. Let's repair our mechs up over at the... Since, like, basically... Oh, there's a hero mech here. Let's check this out. Manchu says, I wonder how MechWarrior 6 is going to be. I hope they keep the freedom when you get to do what you like. So, MechWarrior 6, my guess is that... So, MechWarrior 5 is kind of a revisiting of MechWarrior 1. So, I guess MechWarrior 6 is going to be a revisiting of MechWarrior 2. Which covers a little bit of the Succession Wars, but also the front half of the Clan Wars. So that's what my guess would be. Let me see here. The Vulcan BL, that's the Bloodlust. If you get the Vulcan BL early in the game, it is really nasty. The mech is equipped with 4 SRM launchers. And you could remove everything else and just run with the missiles, and that would be a very dangerous early game mech. So we'll go ahead and grab it. I don't really intend to use it. It's a little too late in the game, but I'm just going to collect it for collector's sake. And there are some rare mechs for sale, but what we're going to do is probably... Okay, so repairing here cuts down the cost. Like, remember the Annihilator took 70 days to repair? Now that we're in this nice industrial hub, it's only going to take 28 days, which is really good. So let's go ahead and look for some more missions. There's not a lot over here, but we can always go back. We saw that there were some missions there. How about this one? Oh, a pair of Warzone missions. Some opportunities to duke it out with the Dragoons there. I'm kind of glad that that Piranha Games is not rushing into the next MechWarrior, mainly because some of the weaknesses of this game is definitely in the story department and in the AI. Okay, so there's no way the Wolf Dragoons are going to show up here simply because the payout is too low. 2.4 million, that's what I would expect for level 100 missions. That means that we're not going to see the Wolf Dragoons there. Let's try this one. But as I was saying, PGI, like, their story writing is rather stiff. I think they've definitely gotten better. Like, the latest DLC is a big improvement, but, like, I don't think they would be able to really deliver the kind of clan experience people would be expecting until they, you know, sharpen up their writing a bit. So this one is 4 million. I feel like 4 million is also kind of low. Like, I feel like if the Wolf Dragoons were attacking, they would pay us more than 4 million. So let's keep looking. We're also willing to fight the Thumpers. The Thumpers are a pretty high-level mercenary company. Okay, so here's that one we were seeing. Once again, the Independents are under attack. I usually try to keep the Independents up just because they're everywhere, meaning they're a pretty good contract offerer. Yeah, we'll try this one. Wait, what's this? Oh, we got some, bounty hunter is telling us some stuff. So, the Eridani Light Horse, the bounty hunter says, the old faithful Eridani Light Horse. There are many merc outfits out there that can trace their roots back to the old Star League, but if you had to pay any one of them to do a job for you, I would put my money on the Light Horse. Easily the largest and most prolific mercs that trace their heritage back to the old league. The Light Horse run a very large stable that, to their credit, get the job done. While I respect their consistency, I do hate that this makes dealing with them so damn predictable and boring. Their shining pillar of stability does not mesh well with an agent of chaos like me. Oil and water as far as I'm concerned. Now for the Blackhearts, the bounty hunter says, oh, how the mighty have fallen. There was once a time when the members of the Blackhearts were the most feared people in all human space. House Cameron's anti-terrorist unit that used fear and terror tactics themselves to pacify anti-league upstarts in the periphery, often using their advanced power armor similar to my very own. But when House Cameron fell, so too did the Star League government that employed and protected those self-righteous hitmen. With no friends among the great houses and many members fleeing accountability with Kerensky and his lot, those that remained turned to the mercenary life to survive, scrounging for work and money from the very people who once would have hunted them down. Ain't karma a bitch? Well, thank you for the enlightenment, Mr. Bounty Hunter. So we've got ourselves an objective raid and a beachhead. I'm hoping that they attack in the objective raid and not the beachhead. I do believe that'll be the case, though, because the first mission is going to pay out 19 million C-bills. Let's go for some damage coverage and a bunch of salvage. What do we got here? So let me think about this.
The sensors are malfunctioning due to the weather, and your visibility on this mission will be compromised as well.
Okay, so if they're going to attack me in the beginning of this mission, I probably need to have a similar... At the same time, I don't want to tow the Annihilators with me. Normally, I would want the Annihilators because they're going to be really good at duking it out at up in close combat. The problem, though, is that this is a mission where I need to do a lot of traveling, and so I really don't want to tow the extremely slow Annihilators everywhere, so I think we're going to take the Atlases. Both Atlases. I might let them use the 2P. I'm a little scared of that because the AI does seem to enjoy shooting at the Mauler, and I used the King Crab last time. It would be smart to use the King Crab twice, but I think I'm going to go with the Mauler KO here. The KO can put out a lot of damage downstream, so I'm hoping that that I'll be able to pull that off. We'll certainly see, though. We'll certainly see. Let me save real fast before I get owned. Okay, here we go.
Enemy forces have a series of warehouses in the area that our employer wants destroyed. Move to the marked nav points and take them out. There is a high amount of hostile activity in the area, Commander, so don't stick around any longer than you have to.
Alright, I'm expecting an attack. Where are you? I know you're hiding out there. Trying to play loosey-goosey with me, are you? Maybe they're going to attack on the second mission. That's going to be a problem. I do not like fighting mercenaries in a beachhead mission. Like, those can be really nasty. Trying to get a visual on the enemy. Mainly because, you know, I am a mech that is focused on bombarding the enemy at a distance, so I would really like it if I could bombard the enemy at a distance. That would be amazing. Get a little height here. Okay, apparently we see something.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Oh, there's our mechs right there. Commence the bombardment. That's one of them.
Target acquired.
Target down.
There's another target.
All units, unidentified suspects on the field. Take them out.
Okay.
Destroyed.
Let's see if anyone else comes out. Maybe there's a slow poke amongst them. I'm gonna blow up those fuel tanks because I'm a jerk.
Target acquired.
Okay, pretty happy with it. I think we've cleared that area. For a level 100 mission, that is remarkably low resistance. Maybe the mercenaries will pull a fast one and attack at the end of the mission. Which is why I've got to emphasize not taking damage, because I don't know when the Wolf Dragoons are going to make their attack. This looks like a great location to... Yeah, this looks like a great firing position.
New target trebuchet.
Oh, he's counter-bombarding. And we've got one of these annoying thunderbolts coming straight at us. I'm going to tell the Lance to focus fire here. He is in my range. I'm going to blast that body part off. Got him.
Target acquired. Destroyed.
We're off good light.
Target destroyed.
All right, there is the trebuchet that we haven't finished off quite yet. There goes the trebuchet.
About to pop.
This little area right here looks like a great firing position. Let me get up there. Someone's behind us.
Target acquired.
Ah, they can handle it.
Down.
All right, we've got a thunderbolt over there. I'm going to commence the bombardment. Let's do as much damage as we can at a distance. If not, just completely destroy it at a distance. Nice, nice. Our long-range firepower is overwhelming compared to what they can bring, so... I'm going to tell my allies to go forward.
Let's go.
I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to tell them to go forward, because I'm the one who's in a really good position right now.
Enemy destroyed. Grid location
Show me what's in there, boys.
I've requested location.
Oh, get a little closer then.
We're on the move.
I'm surprised. I guess I have to be. I guess I have to be the one to go, because for some reason the objective doesn't want to wake up. That's fine though. Smash these red crystals. Alright, let's see if anyone decides to ambush me now that I've come out of my beautiful, perfectly good firing position. No, looks like it's empty. How unexpected. We barely fought any mechs. I mean, if the Wolf Dragoons attack, that'll make perfect sense then. I hope they attack in this mission. I want them to attack in this mission. There's an enemy dropship. Let me try to knock these out real fast. Let's focus on the Atlas. Please do not get in my way. You cannot block my line of fire. Okay, the Atlas is down. What is this? We've got a Phoenix Hawk here with a hatchet. Interesting. I don't know why I'm chasing the Phoenix Hawk closer when I need to be getting my distance. You really, you don't want to do that. Don't even try it. There we go. I'm in missile range again. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's get a damage report. Damage is actually pretty light for how lengthy that mission was. Not that I have a problem with it. Manchu's got to head to work. Damn, that's a bummer. Get the bag there, good sir. Get the bag. This was a fairly peaceful mission for a level 100. Kind of a little disappointed. Oh no! You bastards. You bastards. You guys think you're so cute. They did appear just at the very end. Right at the end they attacked. Trying to be sneaky. Looks like in return for them being a little sneaky, they didn't bring as big of a lance in order to make it a little more of a fair fight. I am completely fine with that though. There's the Atlas. Going all center torso here. Goodbye.
Target destroyed.
Yes, can we please get this Marauder before he blows me up? That would be great. We got him just about. There we go. Got a little bit singed at the very end, but honestly, for not being ready for that attack, I think that is perfectly fine. Considering that they were able to drop more in their optimal range. Normally I would be further away and they would not be able to do... They would be taking damage penalties, because when you fire from beyond your... when you fire beyond the recommended range, you do lose 50% of your damage. So, like, if I was fighting more at, like, 700 to 900 meters, which is preferable for me, those PPCs would be doing, like, 5 damage instead of 10. But even still, even with them dropping into a more optimal range, like I even ate one of those AC-20 shells from the Atlas, we hosed them down pretty efficiently. Mauler KO able to put out quite a bit of damage. As long as they don't jam my missiles, at least. And we should rake in a good intel from that as well. We should get like a lot of bounty hunter intel. No words of support, Rihanna. I am disappointed. Okay. That's another 700 intel with the bounty hunter. We're almost there. We're like 2/3 done, basically. Let me see here. Let me check the weapons first. Let me see if they dropped any lost tech. Doesn't look like it. Are there any weapons I want? No, I kind of just want like tier 4 weapons. I do need that Centurion though. And I guess I'll take this Grasshopper. And then I'll let the rest roll over. Yeah, I'll take the Javelin. 2,300 damage from the Mauler KO. 2 armor breaches, everyone else was fine. But I don't think the Mauler is in bad shape. I think they just got through the armor. So over here, the expanded damage report is in. Yes, like a little bit of damage through the armor, but overall, it's still looking really good. And I believe we can claim that the salvage on that. Let me see. Yes, we have 2 of the more basic Centurions now. And so now I can claim this. Collect 2 Centurions. We are going to be getting... Boom, boom. We're going to get 5.8 million C-bills. A tier 5 heavy rifle, which is great. We always need to, you know, anytime we lose one of those, we got to have some replacements. And that's really good. I will absolutely take that. Big money there. Okay, next mission. Let's see. Looks like the payout is pretty high for this mission as well. What that tells me is that it probably means that the Wolf Dragoons are going to attack a second time. Like, that's what my money is on. It looks like we're just going to get hit twice by the Wolf Dragoons because they're paying us $8 million here, or 8 million C-bills, and that is a lot. That is a lot, so... Looks like we'll just have to duke it out a second time, and on a mission type that I don't prefer to fight. I don't prefer to fight mercenaries on a beachhead. So I got to think about how I want to do this. I think the way I'm going to handle this is with the Stalkers. Stalkers are kind of like old reliable. And what I'm going to go in, I need to go in something that isn't slow. I need something that is relatively quick. Because if I get caught by the artillery strikes, I can't be super slow. And so I'm going to take the Victor BSK. And that's because the Victor BSK moves at 64 kilometers, which is like serviceable. It's not super fast, but it's serviceable. But on top of that, it's got 2 LBX AC-10 solid slug. That's really nice. You know, I can definitely snipe some of the buildings and whatnot from afar. I've got 3 LRM-5s, so when fired together, they do form an LRM-15. And then I've got 2 medium lasers, so I think that is going to be good there, mainly because I'm going to need a bit of speed in a beachhead. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Actually, let me save again before I get owned. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully it's not a humongous map, because we need to get our reinforcements ASAP and then combine all of our forces together to beat the Dragoons.
For an imminent invasion of the area. Your job is to eliminate any defending forces and capture the enemy fortification. Our employers can't land dropships until the satellite relays controlling air and orbital weapons are destroyed. Destroy them.
Okay, then.
We have unidentified bottlenecks on screen. Assume they're hostile and engage.
Does that mean artillery? So far, no. Which means so far, so good. Alright, so there's only 4 satellite locations to destroy. That's encouraging. We've got to make sure that... Basically, what we have to do is we need to destroy all of the satellite locations without activating the base. And by that, I mean we need to stay far enough away from the base that the defenders don't become activated, which if they do, they'll start, like, you know, beelining it towards me. And if they do that, I'll take too much damage before we can get the reinforcement lance in.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving into
Oh, really?
Let's take that tank apart.
Got a partisan here, gonna tell everyone to lock onto that. Just destroyed ASAP. Partisan pretty dangerous, honestly. Like, I don't have any trouble. I don't have any problem at all firing some ammunition at it. Even with heavy rifles, I will alpha strike those partisans out of here. That looks like the radio dish right there, to be honest. Might try to knock it out right here. Okay, that didn't count, though, unfortunately. It looks like we... Or there was more than one there. That's also a possibility. Oh my god, we squished him. Nice. Okay, so this place must have more than one radar. Some places are crazy. Like, they can have like 7 radars in one location. That stinks. I hate when that happens. Oh boy, traveling at the speed of a... Oh, there's another one right there. We'll zap it real quick. Okay, it's toast. Off we go. Alright, so the next target looks like it's in a large complex based by the jagged honeycomb-like shape according to the radar. There's a really good chance that that one is going to have a lot of radars, and I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see, though. The most important thing is that we've got to keep our damage low so that we can save our armor for the Wolf Dragoons. Wolf Dragoon's going to be a pretty big fight. Yeah, I can already see multiple radar dishes here.
Moving into file formation, Commander.
Looking for enemies. Like, we already know there's a ton of radar dishes there, but I'm mainly looking for some enemies. We do want to try to bombard them away at range, because we do have a lot of stalkers. Let's stop and let the team regroup. Their AI appears to be derping out slightly. Switching mechs to help them underp a bit. Don't be afraid to hit that Y button and switch mechs. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of resistance here, admittedly. But looks can be deceiving. They could be behind the buildings. Could be on the other side of the base.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, I guess this one is just totally undefended. Lance is doing a great job bombarding the remaining satellite. Oh, there's something. Locking on right now. Telling him to focus fire on the Wolverine. We have a very strong bombardment capability with all of our missiles. So we are more than capable of softening them up. There we go.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, I see. The two bases are almost side by side, so we're actually engaging some of the radars on the other base. I guess that's not a problem for me, though.
Target acquired.
Scratch that one.
Tango down.
Lance is once again doing a great job mopping these guys up. Very happy about that. Through the wall. I did see a collectible item somewhere in here. Want to keep my distance from the main objective. I don't know how close I can get before it activates, so I want to make sure I'm keeping my distance from it. We do not want that main objective to activate until our reinforcements arrive.
Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
So what I'm going to do is, once again, I don't want that objective to activate, so I'm going to go a little more towards the north right now. And I'm just going to focus on knocking down that last radar without risking the main objectives coming online. Now, since they've updated the game, the way your allies work, the neutral allies, they now follow you around. They basically act like lance mates that you can't command. So once I get my reinforcements, we'll be able to kind of combine into one big blob. And as one big blob of armor, we should be able to knock out the Wolf Dragoons without a problem. I saw the blip of a mech.
We'll get him. Copy. We're moving, Commander.
Point reached.
This guy is doing a great job of just going through all the different little buildings and whatnot to avoid us.
Correct.
All right, they've got to be running out of little guards. The majority of their forces should now be at the main objective. as well as the reinforcements that are going to arrive, including the Wolf Dragoons that I predict a second attack wave of the Wolf Dragoons are going to be arriving.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Hostile spotted. Engaging.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Destroyed.
Nothing but a few crummy vehicles there and turrets. Damage is very low still, which is great.
Target acquired.
Looks like there are 2 radar dishes here. Knock out that partisan before it causes a problem.
Acquired.
Target destroyed.
Great shot from the PPC there. Sometimes AI tries to make me proud.
Blackjack.
Alright, we got a lot of indirect fire here. I think that's going to be good against this Blackjack, who on the other hand needs a direct line of sight on us.
There, it's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Target neutralized.
How close are we getting to the main objective? I don't want to get too much closer than this. I'm going to order my guys to wait. Okay, he caught that AC-10. Whoa, there's an assault mech.
Acquired.
We've got a Gauss rifle Cyclops. That's interesting. I don't fight that one too often.
Focus fire on commander's target.
Another assault mech. I'm wondering if these are... I don't feel like those are the base defenders. I feel like these guys are just here.
Incoming missile. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I got a Zeus on me. I think, unfortunately, I allowed that SRM carrier to get some hits on me. Okay, we got him.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Damn, there's still more radars there. Fox Republic Insurgent, how is it going? Welcome to the show. Our artillery cannon. I mean, sure, why not?
Target acquired.
Focusing on fire on target.
Okay, I'll tell them to destroy the radar while I go get this artillery.
Enemy radar dish
Okay,
destroyed.
we're gonna get our reinforcements.
Enemy
One of our
radar
stalkers got a little
capability has
roughed
been
up.
Disabled. Friendly reinforcements should be arriving shortly. Artillery emplacement destroyed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Looks like they're bombarding the artillery cannon. We can join them on that. That's not a big deal. Alright, where are our reinforcements at? Like I said, we need to get into a big blob of armor in order to have a good chance at defeating those Wolf Dragoons without taking too much damage. Won't be surprised if I lose my arm, though. It's already in the red.
Stand by 2 mics. Whiskey 6-1 out.
Forming on you.
So they're bringing us a Battle Master, a Stalker, a Trebuchet, and a Crusader. That's not bad stuff.
Relocating to requested.
New target. Locust. Target acquired.
Lance target engaged.
Okay, we've got a whole scout lance coming up in here.
Over there.
Kind of weird, but you know, okay.
At your requested waypoint, Commander.
Come on, boys, wake up. We've got, do you not see all these light mechs everywhere?
Acquired.
Okay, squished him.
Clear the area.
Clear that last target. It's about to go critical.
Big damage on his leg there. Oh my god, squishing these tiny mechs in an assault mech is such a pain. Okay, our allies are regrouping, which means we are now going to form up into that big blob as I mentioned.
Following your lead, Commander.
Target acquired.
And these guys are just going to follow me around as if they are lance mates. They're going to behave like lance mates that I don't have direct command over, and they're basically just going to be doing a follow command the entire time. Overall, I think we're still doing pretty good. The only big mistake I've made was getting hit by that SRM carrier. I should have squished it real quick. SRM's hit my right arm pretty hard. Closing in on the main objective. Okay, let's see how close we can get. 550 meters? 500 meters? So a little under 500 meters.
That's the target. Eliminate all the defenders.
Who is in there? Unfortunately, I can't get any intel on the area. Maybe they came out already. I feel like that's what that Cyclops and the other guy might have been. What am I looking for? Is there a missing enemy? Like, this area feels secure. Eliminate the defending units. Okay, so apparently there is a single defending enemy somewhere here that I cannot find. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Enemy garrison forces eliminated. Store the capture and keep the area clear of enemy units.
It must have been a crummy little vehicle that one of our allies found.
We take control.
Oh, we got a bunch of choppers on the way.
Enemy aircraft inbound. They know what we're up to, and they're going to want to stop this invasion before it starts. Hold this position.
It sounds like we're being attacked by artillery. The artillery is down below. I wonder if we can knock out the artillery before completing this next objective.
There's artillery out there. Prepare for more bombardments.
If we can knock out that artillery, we won't have to deal with it when the Dragoons attack. Yeah, we've only destroyed one of the 9 enemies. Okay, I think we can do it. Basically, as long as we don't destroy, I think, like half of the enemies, then the Dragoons should not attack. And I think we can use this as an opportunity to, yeah, they're dropping behind us. Let me get out of this attack. I'm going to try to do it at least. We're going to try to do it. I don't know if we're going to get away with it, but I'm going to try. Either that or I'll get completely caught off guard. And if yeah, I think we're going to get caught, actually. Okay, let's form up here. We're just going to have to deal with the artillery. We're just going to have to deal with it, unfortunately.
Hostile mech down. Target down.
Basically, I did not want to fight the Dragoons in the middle of an artillery barrage, but I just don't see any option here. Okay, we are destroying this light lance. Well, maybe not, maybe not. The reinforcements haven't arrived yet, so I'm gonna go try to take out these artillery cannons. I think another opportunity has presented itself, and we're gonna take it. I've used up about half of the ammo from my autocannon, so I can't really use that too much anymore.
Target acquired.
Artillery garrison destroyed.
Okay, let's go over here.
Target acquired.
Wilco, we're moving to you now.
Whoa, right on top of me. This is why I chose the 64-kilometer mech instead of a fully heavy-duty mech, giving me just that little bit of flexibility for dodging these attacks. I'm also starting to run out of LRM, so I'm going to save the rest for the final battle.
Target acquired.
Okay, yes, we are going to successfully disable the artillery without the Dragoons attacking. Or at least I theorize the Dragoons are going to attack. Alright, we're clear on that. Okay, so to trigger the next attack wave, what we need to do
The enemy artillery has been
is
neutralized.
we need to knock out this attack wave.
Target acquired.
Once this attack wave has been destroyed, then I believe they will send in their final wave of reinforcements. And then in addition to that, I believe we can expect the Dragoons to show up alongside them.
Target acquired.
Like and Metal, welcome to the show, good sir. I don't know if I said that already, but welcome.
Engaging Lance.
I'm trying to save my ammo here, so I'm going to tell the Lance to engage.
Targets received. Engaging.
Unfortunately, we keep losing lock on it.
Priority target received.
Target destroyed.
All right, here's something. Something's coming down right now. In a great position, though. Oh my God, we have got the high ground. We've got the long range advantage.
Location. Holding at designated grid location.
Target
It's also not the most impressive of enemies they could have brought. I'm saving my ammo for the Dragoons. Look at this barrage. Good gravy.
Enemy
That guy just got wasted. I don't even have to do anything. This guy... I mean, some people are shooting their missiles without a solid lock, so you know that's something they could work on. But yes, this guy is otherwise getting absolutely laid out. That's what I love to see.
target acquired.
Let's destroy this demolisher.
They've
Pretty
been
dangerous,
organized.
actually.
Expect a large attack very soon.
Okay, here we go. Here comes another attack wave.
Removing.
Target acquired.
Roger requested, Commander. Here we go.
Target.
All right, here we go.
Target acquired.
At requested location, Commander. We're on the move. I've arrived.
All right, here they come. I don't care if my allies get hit because I don't have to repair them. Like, they are not on my repair bill.
Reactor is about to go.
This guy is getting smoked.
That should be good enough for the invasion force.
Okay, I guess the Dragoons. I guess it was just a bizarrely high-paying mission.
All stations, this is Sierra 1-1. Be advised, we've just completed re-entry.
Well, I played it extra safe, and so the Dragoons attacked in the previous mission, but they didn't attack in this one. But that's okay. Like, playing it safe meant that we didn't lose anything, so... If I knew the Dragoons were not going to attack, I probably would have played more aggressively, but like I said, I was a bit concerned that they were going to make an attack. Okay, here we go. Either way, though, I'm going to take all this stuff. I kind of want these AC2. Well, I want AC2 burst fire. I'll take that. Oh, I can't. I'll take that. There we go. Pretty good damage from the Lance. Look at that. Like, good numbers on our AI Lance mates. Pretty happy with that. Okay, we need to find more battles with the Dragoons in order to raise our intel level. Let's try... Oh, wait, no. Let's check some of these cantinas real quick. For everyone just arriving to the stream, if we can get the Bounty Hunter intel level to 10, apparently he has a final super special mission we can engage in. What do we got? Kill riflemen? That's a pretty good one. We do fight a lot of riflemen. I'll take this one. Collect tier 4 light rifles, jump jets. We might have the jump jets already. Let me check. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's see if this mission is versus the Dragoons. If not, we can go to a different area. The Dragoons give us a lot of merc intel, which is one of the big reasons, which is one of the main reasons we want to fight them. Okay. 4 million. Is that a lot? Is 4 million C-bills a lot? Kinda no. 10 million. That would be a better indicator. So I don't... Whoa. We got a hero mech over here. Let's go see what they're selling. Yeah, I don't think 4 million... But basically, the way you can tell that the mercs are going to attack is the mission pays more money than normal. And 4 million is a little bit more than normal, but it's not like a lot of bit more than normal. Okay, so the hero mech for sale is the Black Knight. Oh, this is the one with the melee weapon. Very cool. I'm sure Dr. Sheriff Crab will want to see that mech, so... Very cool. Love the... Oh, look at the paint job on it. Very nice with the textured, like, hexagon-shaped panels and whatnot. Very cool. Let me see what his weapon loadout looks like. Got itself a heavy axe over here, and then it's got a PPC in the other arm with a medium laser, and then a pair of large lasers. So it's got 4 medium lasers, a PPC, 2 large lasers, and the axe. But it's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Got 4 double heat sinks, so that's like having 8 regular heat sinks. That is not enough to keep this mech cool. So this mech is definitely going to have some heat issues overall. I do have a mod installed. The mod tells me what its special stats are, and this mech has furrofibrous armor. Very interesting. I'm gonna leave it there so when the sheriff comes back, we can see. Let's go duke it out with these guys. These guys can also pay us out a lot of merc reputation, and I don't have a problem fighting them. I'd like to get some shorter missions. That way we can kind of like slam these missions one after the other. That would be nice. So all of these are paying like 2 million. Like 2 million is too low. Like that does not tell me that the thumpers are gonna attack. So that's too low. Let's try over here. Got a defense mission here. Come on, show me the big money. Big money is what I want to see. Big money. Here we go. So you see how this one's paying 8 million? Oh yeah, that's the big money. That is big money right there. That means there's no way the Thumpers won't attack. No way. So, I have a feeling that the Thumpers are going to attack sooner rather than later. I could try a melee style. Let's try the melee style. So this strategy is going to be, I am going to lead the attack against the intercepting mercenaries, and my job will be to soak up all the damage. And then my allies will be able to bring the damage back afterwards, and they'll be able to shell the enemy out at a distance. That's basically the way this kind of a strategy works. So let's go ahead and bring in, let's bring one of the Annihilators in. I do want some missile barrage capability. Let's bring... I do want missiles. That's one of the big things. So let's bring in one more mech capable of launching a lot of missiles. That looks pretty good. So we've got the Mauler KO. I'm going to trust him with this. This could be a terrible idea. So that's a lot of missiles, a lot of missiles. I have missiles. The Annihilator does not. But what the Annihilator does have is just a lot of ability to shoot a whole bunch right off the jump. So I think that's also going to be a pretty good idea. But here we go. Also, let me save before we get owned. Like these mercenaries, like sometimes they're really nasty. No way we'd be broketh again, says Lycan Metal. Yeah, we've got a fat stack of cash now. I got like 100 million.
An ally FOB have asked for our protection.
Nice and clear, great clean sight lines here. If they ambush us here, then I don't have to worry about anything blocking my vision. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna tell them to hold position. Okay, they did not deploy as far away as I thought. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to focus on this guy.
Alright, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency evac. If you can. If not, we're ready to go with you.
Alright, we're going in. Our counter ambush wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, mainly because they did not choose to land right on top of me like they normally do. Nevertheless, we did squish him quite effectively. Moving into the absolutely brutal melee combat we're capable of. That's the end of him. And my armor is still holding. Closing in for the melee attack. There we go.
Those mercs will think twice before trying that
Okay,
again.
so basically, like I said, my job was to take the initial damage. Now what I'm going to do is switch to a supportive role, because I am equipped with both a heavy rifle and an LRM-20 with Artemis system, so I can now provide long-range support.
Good to see you, Commander. We need all the help we can get.
More enemies inbound.
And since all of my allies have a large quantity of long-range weapons, they too should be able to blast the enemy away. At least I hope. That's the theory. So basically, while it's true that I did take a good bit of damage, now I saved my allies from taking a lot of damage. So hopefully they can finish the fight for me. I know a lot of people would be wary of such a strategy because it involves trusting the AI. But I believe we have equipped the AI with weapons that they can perform serviceably well with.
Target Centurion.
Well enough to get the job done.
Focusing fire. Contact. Bogies inbound. Watch your 6.
And a good example of that would be the very nice LRMs that they are currently showering that hunchback with. I am gonna take a step back before he attempts to blast me with his AC-10. Let's get the Centurion next.
Received.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Very nice.
New target.
I'm locking on to that Marauder now. Supporting from the rear. See, they're bringing them down. They're bringing them down. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Target
Targeting info updated.
Uh-oh, someone's shooting at me. You're not supposed to do that.
target.
Lance target engaged.
Recon reporting
Here come the
additional
missiles. That's
forces
probably from the
entering
Mauler
the
KO.
Be on the lookout for them.
Target received.
I need to try to protect my left arm.
Resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Look at this guy. Look at this jerk. I'm going to try to take cover from him. My left arm is the breach, so as long as I show mainly my right side, I'm not in too big of a danger. Very nice.
We're on the move.
Target acquired.
I think we want to get that Victor, actually.
Attention, all fuel reserves have been destroyed.
Let's not get too close to him. There's no need for that. We've got a great long-range advantage.
All weapons hold.
Trying to get them to reset their firing solutions onto that Victor, but they don't seem to want to do it. Sometimes the AI doesn't really want to cooperate. They're getting the idea now, though.
Repositioned, waiting for further.
Have requested location, Commander.
Running out of LRM, so I'm going to try to slow down a little bit.
We have your targets, Commander.
Come on, finish off that crab for me. Thank you, guys. Great job, great job. Yes, hose that guy down. So your allies can get the job done. You got to give them a little bit of orders. Got to control them a little bit. Look at them go. Look at them go.
Requested location. Enemy destroyed.
Additional tangos en route to your position.
All right, I think
Commander.
they've got maybe one lance of enemies remaining. All right, looks like all of them are locked onto that Battle Master. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. What I don't want is for him to blast me with that ERPPC, though. I think it's okay if I contribute some missiles here. I might fire the remainder of my missiles at this guy. This guy is pretty nasty looking.
Hostiles have destroyed our emergency generator.
Battle Master is wearing down. His armor is quite impressive, though. He's taking a lot of damage. So that's the last of my LRMs. Oh, I missed. That stank. Okay, we got him. All right, over here, team. Over here.
On our way.
These are the last 3 enemies. Let's get a damage report. Mauler's looking good. Annihilator's looking good. Stalker is showing some fatigue, but that's fine. I think we destroyed the majority of the relevant enemies.
I've arrived.
Holding at your waypoint.
Let's finish off that LRM carrier real fast.
Target is down.
Nice, nice.
Repo order received. Let's go.
We should have more than enough LRMs to finish this off, and although it will let them beat up the base is very, very far away from hitting 40%. So let's just let them finish this off. This is another reason why I love equipping my allies with missiles. Missiles performing so well right here.
Copy. We're moving, Commander.
Looks like he's trying to close the
In
distance.
position, Commander.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
Okay, let's get the champion.
This location wasn't built to withstand military-grade weapon fire. We need to pull them away from
Champion
the
is
buildings.
fairly fragile, so it is about to go down.
Big kill confirmed.
Finish this one off.
Target acquired. Battle
Watch out.
Look at that.
Critical.
I'm
There we
showing you
go.
more enemies on the scope, Commander.
So that's how you can, in fact, use your allies to your advantage. There's just certain weapon systems that they tend to perform well with, and that is the melee-style strategy for dealing with mercenaries, because like I said, they do have a tendency to drop right on top of you. You know, you go in and you take the damage for your allies and use the brutal melee capabilities to knock out the mercs, and then you can let your allies help you out at the end of it. So that went really well. Yeah, the champion did not. That champion got hoseth downeth. Oh, that small laser, a tier 4 small laser. A double heatsink. Okay, now we can put the rest in mechs. Are there any mechs with Lost Tech upgrades? Doesn't look like it. This Vindicator has a melee weapon. That's kind of interesting. And I guess I'll take one of these and one of those. There we go. That was pretty good. See, their damage contribution was not bad, to be honest. And we were able to get more bounty hunter intel. So overall, I'd call that a W. Let's get some let's get a closer look at the Highlander to see how it did. So the heat sinks got a little banged up in its arm, but it wasn't enough. We are able to repair those heat sinks and get them back into action. Let's see over here. Let's see if we can get in more conflicts with the Thumpers. Not only does it help you level up your bounty hunter intel, but it's also worth a lot of money. You do get paid extra money for fighting those mercs, you know, just because it's an added difficulty modifier, but it's also more enemies that you destroyed, so, you know, there's more possible salvage. Okay, so none of these look, like, all of these really seem pretty normal. Like, I don't see any good payments right there. Like, the C-bills are pretty normal. So let's jump over here and take out, let's rumble with the Black Arts. See if we can find a C-bill mission that pays out, like, an unusually high amount. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, look at this. These ones are paying out money. 8 million. Here's another one. It's a defense mission again. So once again, this is going to be the same kind of situation. 8 million means that the Blackhearts are probably going to show up. The FedCom, they don't like me very much, so I'm just going to take the money here. Okay, so last time we tried the melee strategy. This time I will go with the just enemies drop in and then I blast their faces in twain strategy with the King Car. And I believe I'm going to go with a balanced lance here that's capable of both direct fire combat and long range combat. So let's go with... There we go. So these guys have heavy rifles and they've got medium lasers, which is great because the enemy could drop down right in front of us, but then they also have a combined LRM-30 on both, or they've got an LRM-20 and this one has an LRM-30, so that means they'll be able to bombard the enemy at a distance. The Mauler has 4 medium lasers, 2 AC-5s, very good for up close, and then they've got the LRM-20 with Artemis system for long-range bombardment, as well as the AC-5s, which come online around 800 to 900 meters for the AI. So, overall, that should work out. All right, let's do this. Oh, we start out inside the base. That's an artillery cannon. That's not fair. They're going to artillery the base. That's also not fair. What an unfair mission. Hold up now. Hold up now. We got to take out these artillery cannons. We can't just have them shell the base the entire time. But I'm super slow. This is not how I wanted to do this mission. And here come the mercs. Oh man. What a trap. What a trap they pulled on me. Alright, okay, here's the deal.
We have an overwhelming strategic advantage.
I won't disagree with them this time. They do have an overwhelming strategic advantage. Like, it's hard to disagree with them this time around. I'm gonna walk right into this artillery. Oh my god, I cleared it. That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna tell him to get on that Highlander because I breached its center torso armor. I don't care if I destroy their buildings, to be totally honest. Got it? Got him? Okay. We squished. Okay, the mercs are squished. Next objective is we've got to deal with this artillery. This artillery's got to go. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be not. This is not an easy one. Okay, you guys have got to handle some of these enemies. We got to be able to multitask a little bit here.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Target acquired.
Focusing on fire on target.
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence.
Okay, you guys have to stay there and protect the base to the best of your abilities. Meanwhile, I have got to do something about these artillery cannons. Once again, this is not the way I wanted to do it.
Save my people. Shifting to your target.
I'm trying to give them a new target assignment, but
Target identified.
it's very hard to maneuver in this tankish mech.
Target acquired.
Good night to that mech.
Target acquired.
Let me take out that Raven.
You must have really kicked over the beehive.
Oh yes, I
More
know.
hostiles
I know.
inbound.
I know.
Target identified.
I gotta keep them moving.
Target acquired.
I'm just gonna alpha strike this thing out of existence.
This location has suffered a beating.
Yep, I know. I know.
Opponents as possible. We need to keep their attention on us and not their objective.
I know.
Tin can crushed.
Yeah, we gotta kill him, I know.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Okay, big damage on his leg there. That'll slow him down.
Scrub one.
Okay, finish that off for me, guys. I've got to do. I gotta get a move on.
Appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Okay, that's the chopper down. Oh, there's so many enemies.
Stand strong, everyone. We will
We'll get him.
Good night. Okay, you guys got to get that mech. Good night. Good night.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Oh my god, that's the headshot. Get off my battlefield. I think we just need to finish the enemies off.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Okay, hold position here, boys.
Holding at nav point.
I think we're just gonna have to ignore the artillery. Like, I'm too slow, it's too far away. It's just not gonna happen.
We're moving to you now.
Target acquired. New target victor.
Okay, looks like this is the last group of enemies as well. It's not the worst news, it's not the worst news.
Target acquired.
Got the victor's leg, not what I was aiming for, but you know, I'll take it. Big damage is big damage.
New target.
Ah, I shot too high. I went for the headshot there.
Target acquired.
That's the headshot on him. Finish off the grasshopper. Nice, nice, nice.
Enemy mech down.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. Please get your fat ass out of my way. Finish him off. Finish him off. Okay. Okay.
Our employers will be pleased that we've held our ground and saved this facility. Good work, Commander.
That was not a very kind mission of you, game. That was not a kind mission. Like, I don't appreciate those kinds of missions. Well, we got the big bucks, though. Ooh, we're almost done. We're almost done. 5,000 intel out of 6,000. We're almost done. I'll take that SRM-6. We didn't have a lot of salvage once again because, you know, they're not big fans of us. Everything worked out, though. Everything worked out. I got an armor breach on the Atlas. We'll see how it looks on them. Let's see how this turned out. It wasn't too bad. Just through the arm, and that was about it. Okay. Now, we got another big money over here. Okay, so let's do this one as well. We are really beating up the independents right now. Independents are not having a good time. Okay, so this time, I might use the Mauler KO this time. Like, I will blast them away. And then we'll bring all of our stalkers. I wonder if that's a bad idea, though. Like, some direct fire capability could be a good idea. Some direct fire could be a good idea. I think we'll be okay. As long as they don't literally drop, like, literally right on top of us, we should be okay. And for that, I will save. Delete some of the old save files. Now, I can't control where they're going to land, so as long as they don't literally drop on... As long as they drop in a way that I can fire missiles, we should be fine. We'll just, like, hose them down with, like, crazy concentrated fire.
Our employer wants us to destroy a number of communication
All right, let's
towers
do it.
located at the marked objectives. I'm reading a heavy amount of hostile chatter in the area, so let's get this job done and get the hell out
Let me
of
get
here.
nice into the open real fast.
Something's wrong, Commander. There's an unrecognized dropship closing in on your position.
Target destroyed.
Hostile losses made plentiful. Lock on and terminate.
Oh, no, you don't. Lock onto these nuts.
Additional forces are being deployed near you.
Threat eliminated. All guns on shared target.
All right, Commander. I'm in place.
Lock onto these nuts.
Complete the mission if you can. If not, we're ready to burn when you are.
Big kill confirmed.
They really want me right now. I'm trying to keep my distance from them.
Commander's target, group up.
This guy is outside of my missile range, so I'm going to fire at him instead. Or inside. He's far enough away, is what I'm saying. Man, my guys got him there. Probably because they surrounded him. Okay, we took him out. Unfortunately, they did drop nearly on top of us right there, so I wasn't able to fire my missiles the whole time.
Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete.
Okay, so what that means though is that I'll need to play a little more cautiously. Which shouldn't be too hard because this is a extrasolar mission on a moon, and these have very, very clean lines of fire, as long as I don't have to shoot up onto a hill.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
Also, I can send my allies in. That's also an option.
We'll ask her, Mike.
All right, guys, you guys go in first. Look, I've got LRM-40 with Artemis system, so I am perfectly capable of supporting at a distance. It's not even going to be a thing. Don't even worry about it. I got your backs. The worst thing that could happen is if they put a dropship in and flank me. That'd be the worst thing that could happen.
Alert requested, Commander.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Moving as a unit, Commander.
Tango down.
Negative. Route is blocked.
I hate how I can't actually... There we go.
Engage, Commander.
Come on, get in there, boys.
We're Oscar Mike.
Get a lock on them. There we go. Now I can support with my missiles. Nice, nice.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Get in there, boys. I'm gonna stay over here near the cover.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Evacuate designated position.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we destroyed this location.
Alert all units. Unidentified battle mechs on the field. Take them out.
Oh no, they're doing the thing I said that would be a problem.
Ship above.
Moving into position.
This level is an asshole.
Live target received.
I am going to try to use my allies to block shots. Okay, they are off me now, so I am going to begin engaging. They are now focusing fire on someone else, which is perfect. My arm is taking it up. I just lost one of my weapons. This mission is an asshole. Like, they are doing, like, all of the things that are the worst possible things they could do. Drop the enemies, like, right on top of me and everything. Okay, let's just finish this up. Looks like we'll have to do some maintenance on these mechs. Some of these weapons are very hard to replace, unfortunately.
Target neutralized.
So one of our stalkers got pretty banged up as well. The stalker admittedly doesn't have nearly as high quality of weaponry though, so it might not matter. Let me see what he lost. He lost his leg. Interesting. So he had an ammo explosion. I always keep the ammo in the legs.
Destroyed.
Ammo is pretty plentiful though. Ammo is not our problem. So that's probably not a big deal. That is one of the things that I don't think is fair about the game, though. I don't think the game should be allowed to put a leopard directly on top of you. Like, I think leopards should have to drop at 1,000 meters. Like, I don't think they should be allowed to drop that close. Because, like, that's not something that you can... That's not something that you can plan around. Like, you can't plan around whether or not, wow, I wonder if the enemies will drop a leopard directly on top of me. Like, that's, like, not a skill issue. Okay, we've got this guy here. Fortunately, I can detect him and bombard him from a distance. There we go. I've got a lock. I'm going to start backing up, though. Yep, they are shooting at me anyways, so I am going to back up here. A second cataphract. Going to continue the bombardment. Nice.
Target destroyed.
So you can see we've got the firepower to deal with the enemies that we face, but not if the game decides to drop them directly on top of us. Okay, all we got to do is finish these targets off, and then we can extract. Not sure what that target... Oh, I think it's behind a wall. So right now there's a glitch in the game that is causing the walls to become transparent. And as a result, sometimes it's hard to tell what you're shooting at.
Target neutralized.
All right, let's get out of here.
That was a great showing, Commander. Our benefactor will be pleased with our success. Now get back
I
to
believe
the
I do have a replacement AC-5 burst fire that's of tier 5 quality, but we will see. I have to collect more of those, because that's like one of our main weapon systems at the moment.
Target is down.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Also, I do believe there are some of the heat sinks are inside the arms as well, mainly because there's nowhere else to cram them. And since we're so slow, obviously the enemy does get one last opportunity to try to do some damage before we go.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. Contract successful. Time to get paid.
Okay, we're clear. Alright, so these mechs are probably going to need to go back to the, an industrial hub for, like, extensive repairs, but I don't need to repair them immediately. I can wait until later. That is one of our options. We got a medium pulse laser here as salvage. That's kind of interesting. There we go. Okay, so that's it. We only need to fight one more mercenary, and we will be able to launch the bounty hunter's final mission, unless there's one final requirement that I'm not aware of. So we took 2.1 million C-bills in losses there. We did take about 1.2 in coverage. These can be repaired. These two are going to have to wait until we get to an industrial hub, though. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a battle there that has a merc in it. Okay, that's fine then. So what we can do is, let's fall back to here. And then we can perform some repairs on the mechs that were that took damage. The ammo shouldn't be hard to replace. The AC-5 is harder to replace, but I don't think it... I do believe I have another one. Yeah, so all he lost was the Artemis ammo. I have a reserve of that. Over here, we got the, oh, these are the tier 4. Oh, those are much more replaceable. Okay, never mind. I thought we lost the really nice tier 5 AC-5 burst. Those are much easier to replace. Let's check back, let's check back over here with the Dragoons and see if the Dragoons are operating in a mission we can do. We just need to do one more mission, and if we can get that one last mission, we can unlock the Bounty Hunter's secret mission. Freddy 4x4 says, "Greeting Fox and everyone. How is it going, good sir? Welcome to the show." This is kind of the tail end of the MechWarrior playthrough. This might be, this week may finally conclude the MechWarrior series, at least temporarily until I do another one. Because, like, you know, this was a very comprehensive playthrough. And we have nearly done the last thing that I wanted to do, which is to do the Bounty Hunter's secret mission. So let's try this one first. Defense missions, I think, are typically among the easier ones to do for a Bounty Hunter attack. Or not a Bounty Hunter attack, a Merc attack. Okay, the payment looks pretty normal here, so that means that I don't expect the mercs to attack. Here's one, an assassination mission. I don't really like merc interference on an assassination mission, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But first, we need to see if they're gonna even intervene to begin with. 10 million. Okay, they are going to intervene here. That is a big, big payout. All right, so we are going to be duking it out with the Wolf Dragoons here. Now, the Wolf Dragoons, like, they play hardball, so... Well, don't tell me my game froze. Okay, never mind. So I think what we're going to do is bring the Atlases, because they have, like, a good hybridization going on. And then I'm going to bring the car. And I think this will be a good setup in order to defeat the Wolf Dragoons here on this defense mission. Okay, here we go. Opinion on the Corsair. I think the Corsair is okay. It's like I find it to function best as a sniping mech, but at the same time, I think there are better sniping mechs than the Corsair, but it's also not bad, like, especially if you can get it earlier in the game as one of your earlier assault mechs.
There's a good chance our targets have split up in order to evade us. The more locations
All right, step one is to get ready for the Dragoons.
Be careful, as they have many supporters in the area that are more than willing to die for their cause.
Location order received. Let's move.
Here they are.
Their command loss has arrived. Open fire.
Where are they going to land?
Requested location, Commander.
Okay, good, good. They're not landing directly on top of us.
Moving at your waypoint. Contact.
Got a hit on him as soon as he landed. I'm going to tell him to finish off that Battlemaster. There was a headshot right there.
New target, Battlemaster.
That's another headshot. Okay. All right. Good show, good show. Unfortunately, those Battlemasters are really nasty because of their medium lasers, and they cooked my right torso quite a bit there. Nevertheless, we were able to scrap the Wolf Dragoons, and that should secure our big contract with the bounty hunter. The best thing we can do now is try to find a way to snipe the targets at a very long distance. That'll preserve a lot of damage on the car. So I'm going to try to get a bit of high ground here and see if we can snipe. OzJim 1965 says, good morning. Well, good morning, good sir. We are duking it out with mercenaries, and we are going to be doing the bounty hunter's final mission, the secret mission. I've never done it before, so, and I'm told it's a pretty tough battle, so I'll be interested in seeing what's going to happen. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff there.
Enemy mech ahead.
Didn't get solid contact on them. Breached his center torso, which is good. That finishes him off.
Commander's kill. Wait for it. This never gets old.
That's the Jenner. I do not want to tempt the wrath of that Jaeger mech. There we go. That disables the Jaeger mech. Okay, we defeated them pretty safely.
Routing behind you, Commander.
We're trying to be a little cautious here because I have taken a good bit of damage, specifically on my left torso. Oh, all of the targets were here? Really? Well, if that's the case, then we destroyed a lot of them. Smash this fool. Okay, nice and clean, nice and clean. Well, clean-ish. I thought they said all of the targets were here. Well, let's continue on. I mean, those were some pretty advanced mechs. I figured at least one of them would have been considered the assassination target. Maybe it did, and I just didn't notice. I wonder how hard the bounty hunter's mission is. I'm gonna send the King Crab in. That's our best mech, so. Or maybe I'll do the Mauler KO. I'm not sure. Mauler KO is also pretty good. Okay, we're approaching the next location. I kind of want to fight inside the city or near the city. That way I have cover to get behind.
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
I hear a chopper.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
But I don't see it.
You heard the commander. Let's move.
I'm gonna send them forward to scout for me.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Target is down.
Relocated, Commander.
Target eliminated.
Copy.
Okay,
Moving on you.
I don't think there's an assassination target here. I feel like I would have seen one of the enemies.
We've got eyes on the primary. Drop them before their friends show up.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. Who is requesting evac? Where are they? I don't see them.
Enemy destroyed.
Target acquired.
Is he inside the factory? Oh, there he is.
We're on it, Commander.
Oh, we got a whole lance of bad guys here. Wow. Tried to get the headshot on the Battle Master, didn't go through. They're ignoring me, though. That's good. Battlemaster's feeling big pain there. Finished it. Got the Atlas with the back shot.
That enemy is fleeing the fight, Commander. Stop them before they reach the...
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been. That went way better than I
Has
thought.
been neutralized.
Okay, so I guess the Atlas planned on retreating. I've never seen that happen before.
Down.
We do have an enemy Lance coming in, though.
Copy that. Let's move.
Let's get ready to respond. This mission has a lot of enemies in it. Holy crap. This mission isn't playing games.
Repositioned, waiting for further. Copy that. Let's move.
Oh my god, the headshot was real.
Location, Commander. Coordinating our attack.
Not enough. I thought I might... Okay, they got him. They got him. Not bad, not bad. Damage reports coming in. Looks like everyone is pretty okay. On we go, then.
Commander.
Beautiful headshot on the Jaeger mech there. That went well. That's the one I was worried about, too. Those Jaeger mechs can pump out a lot of damage.
Looks like we got some bad intel.
Okay, so they're not here.
Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Enemy destroyed.
That means that the last mech is way over there. Wow. That kind of stinks.
New target.
And
Charger.
well, a quote-unquote assault mech. It is merely a charger. And specifically the crappy charger. Goodbye, charger.
Acquired.
Falling in behind you.
I hope the last area isn't too bad, because, I mean, God, we have destroyed so many mechs in this mission. This is not an easy mission. Oh well, what can you do? We gotta finish the job. And on top of that, this is the mission. This is the mission that's gonna unlock the Bounty Hunter's final mission, so. Moving up in the world.
Target destroyed.
Unfortunately, it is a bit of a walk. That's another thing I hate about assassination missions and objective raids. Maybe not in the lower difficulties because you're using a lot of small mechs that are quick, but God, when you're doing the upper difficulty assassination missions, you gotta do so much traveling. Same with the objective raids. You gotta go so far to get stuff done. It's a pain in the ass. But we're getting there.
Target acquired.
Wrecked.
Oh, great job shooting that thing out of the sky. Okay, come on. Don't send anything nasty. Don't send anything nasty. Damn, look at that salvage. We just recovered an ERPPC Tier 3. That is pretty good. Unfortunately, this objective is uphill, which does limit our sniping capability. Let's see what the enemy is packing, though. That's the real question.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We know there's at least one assassination target, so I'm expecting at least one assault mech.
Lance, repositioning to request at that point.
Let's send the boys in first.
On the move.
We're Oscar, Mike.
Come on out. Where are you hiding?
Repositioning complete.
There's no need to hide. Just come on out.
New target. Enforcer.
An enforcer, not exactly what I'm looking for. I admit I was expecting a little more. Destroy that fuel tank before it damages me on accident. Wait, something's moving. Okay, it's just a tank.
Ah, there is one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
I feel like this mission is going a little strange on me. Let me get a little bit of high ground.
Target destroyed.
Location received. We're Oscar Mike.
I don't understand. Where is the enemy target?
Raptor request.
Okay, let's go explore. I don't know where the enemy target is. Normally they would have activated by now. I hope this mission hasn't bugged out on me. If it bugged out on me, that will be a problem.
Target acquired.
Tango down.
Huh. I don't understand. I am beginning to grow suspicious that this mission has bugged out. Which is extra annoying because, once again, it's an assassination mission, meaning I have to explore a lot. It's such a more time-consuming mission, which is super annoying for it to bug out. What do you think, chat? Do you think this mission has bugged out? I cannot find the last assassination target. If I can't find it, then damn, we'll just have to reload a save file because I can't complete the mission if they don't show me the assassination target and I'm at the last location. I've explored all of the nearby area. Lycan Metal thinks it may have bugged out. Man, that stinks because, like I said, like we put so much time into this mission, only for it to bug out at the very end. Yeah, I can't find the targets. I honestly just do not know where the targets are. I think it's bugged out, unfortunately. Damn, that sucks. We destroyed, like, a whole company of mechs. We destroyed, like, 16 mechs. That is some BS. And this was the last mercenary we needed until we would be maxed out with the bounty hunter, and then we would have been able to launch the mission. Now we'll have to find another mercenary mission, because I'm not going to do this one twice in a row, because I don't think that redoing it would prevent it from being bugged out. We got a raid coming in. Little Brooks 1989 with a party of 5. Welcome to the show, everybody. We are almost ready to do the bounty hunter special mission. Unfortunately, the mission is bugged out. Yeah, the mission is bugged out. Okay, so we are going to reload a mission because it's bugged out, unfortunately. But, yeah, so we have almost gotten our bounty hunter intel level to 10. And when you get your bounty hunter level to 10, he gives you a special contract. And I've never done it before, which I'll show you right over here. So our intel level is at 5, let's just round it to 5,500. Well, these guys give me about 500 to 700 intel. So once we do one more mission for the bounty hunter, we should... Ooh, hero mech for sale. Hold on a second. Let's mosey on over here. And then I am told that the bounty hunter's mission is not easy, so you know, it could be a good battle. It is a hero wolfhound. Interesting. The wolfhound GR was at the GRR. Guardian ECM, ER large laser 4 medium laser. That seems pretty good, actually. Seems pretty good. Probably not good at this point of the game, but, you know, I will collect it because I like collecting hero mechs. Okay, so let's try to find a different mission. What is this? Yeah, I'll fight with the Waco Rangers. Little Brooks says that he just started last week, so I'm much further along. Well, I mean, the thing, I've played MechWarrior since MechWarrior 2, so, like, I have a big advantage just in the general knowledge of the game. But, like, yeah, I mean, I have helped a lot of people get into the MechWarrior series really needs help because the company that invented MechWarrior went out of business like 20 years ago. And now, I honestly thought MechWarrior was just gone. I didn't think we would get any more MechWarrior stuff. You know what? Even though Karita is our main people, I just want to get the bounty hunter mission. So the way you can tell that mercenaries are going to attack, you see how this one pays out a wacky amount of money, 8 million versus 2 million? That's how I know mercenaries are going to attack, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with a hybrid lance again, a hybrid direct fire lance. I think that's going to work well in a defensive situation. I will have him use the Mauler. No, I'm going to use the 2P, actually. I'll use the 2P. The 2P is a little bit better in direct fire. Where is it? There it is. Okay, there is our team. So the mercenaries are going to ambush us as soon as, I believe, at the beginning of the mission. Here we go. Zenmaster subs as a T1. He's been on a 12-month streak, and he's been a sub for 14 months in total. Well, Zenmaster, thank you for being such a long-term friend of the channel. And yeah, indeed, I consider you one of my friends as well, so thank you for being a part of the Fox Republic.
Let's get to the forward operating base.
Wait, what happened? Oh, it's just a tiny map.
Blood, sweat, and tears went into this place, and we aren't about to let no one tear that away from us. You're our only line of defense against
All right, here they come.
We're counting on you. Don't let us down.
Oh, not right in front of me.
Target there, Commander. Weapons free.
All right, let's tell the Lance to hold right here.
Proceed. Let's move.
I got this little hill here. That hill actually could be big. That hill might actually be big. I'm going to tell him to focus on the Centurion. Onto the Warhammer now. I am trying to break line of sight with them because they really want to focus fire on me. They are not trying to. They very much are. But I'm going to make them pay for focusing fire on me. Oh my god, what a brutal rear shot from them. Engaging the Atlas. We are going full guns on each other right now. Okay. They roughed me up a little bit there, but... but it's all good. Oh, this guy's coming to help. Wow. You guys are... oh, well, they can shoot a few bullets before they die. Let's do it.
You've reached the target, Commander.
Hosing them down with the Mauler. Alright, so the Mauler is great in defensive missions because of its long-range capabilities.
Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Acquired.
Okay, they're gonna have to get a little closer than that, though. I know I said long range, but not that long range. After this, we get to try out the Bounty Hunter mission. Hopefully I don't get owned.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Target destroyed.
I will blast this partisan as well. Love missiles in defensive missions. There we go. Gonna order the Lance to lock on to that Wolverine and concentrate their fire. Don't have a very clean fire on them, but you know, our combined missiles will wear it down just due to the sheer volume of missiles. Focusing fire on the Jenner now. Got him squished. Let me see if I can blast these guys with my... I think that's too far for the missiles, but I'll fire a volley. Yeah, too far for the missiles. Focus fire on the Javelin. Looks like they just dropped another Lance off. Those are assault mechs. Not happy to see that. Focusing fire on the Vulcan. Okay, it's a Stalker and a Hatamoto Chi. Alright, let's get the Stalker. It is the bigger threat of the two. We can't see it, but we don't need to see it to launch missiles. And as you can see, my team has a lot of missiles. The Stalker is wearing down. It hasn't really even had a chance to shoot yet either. Massive damage on the Stalker. Down it goes. Focusing fire on the Hatamoto Chi. I do have a direct line of sight here, so I am going to open up with my AC-5s. Damn, we hosed him down. What do we got? We got a drop ship coming from the south. We got a let me chop that chopper real fast.
Target destroyed.
I think what I want to do is knock this guy out first. I don't want enemies attacking me from both directions. I don't want to get attacked from behind while, I don't want to get hit from a front and behind at the same time. This is not a spit roast. I'll put it that way. Obliterate the fool. Now we're going to do an about face and turn around.
New target Warhammer.
This is perfect. Beautiful long-range bombardment coming in. I'm going to start backing up because they're trying to close the distance. Marauder showing significant signs of damage. His PPCs are messing with my targeting a little bit. And down he goes.
Low. Target.
I love the long-range capabilities on the Mauler. Being able to defeat enemies before they can like close the distance and cause a lot of damage is a huge advantage. And as you can see, I don't really have heat problems either.
Target acquired.
My burst fire autocannons are very effective as an anti-aircraft weapon as well. Alright, they're going to start running out of bodies. That's the good news. Focusing fire on the trebuchet. We're the only ones allowed to launch missiles, so we're not here for competition. Okay, we disabled his weapons. He's going to eject. Okay, we got enemies on both sides again.
Destroyed.
Let's go for the ones on the right side. These are enemy fire support mechs. We're the only fire support lance allowed here.
Incoming missile.
This is an elite Jaeger mech pilot, so he's especially dangerous. Definitely raining a lot of counterfire on us. Got him. Focusing fire on the Marauder. I am now out of missiles. Not too bad time to run out of missiles, though. This is towards the end. There we go.
Target acquired.
Don't do that. Ain't polite. Target is down.
Aiming for his main weapon there. His main weapon is disabled. I'm not going to waste any more ammo on him.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause
This is
any
the
more
last of
damage.
the enemies, so I can afford to dump my remaining autocannon ammo on him. If my ally would please get out of the way. And I do have 4 medium lasers. Oh, I got a leg breach. I got to disengage. I keep my ammo in my legs, so I do not want to take any more damage. There we go.
Congratulations, Commander.
With the ammo in the legs, I'm very much risking an ammo explosion if he keeps shooting there. Really good, though. We hosed them down. Great showing from the Mauler there. Really starting to like this mech quite a bit. Also, welcome back to the show, Corporal Fly. I believe this is it. I believe we have farmed enough Bounty Hunter intel that we can do the Bounty Hunter mission. Let's see if I'm right. There we go. Level 10 with the Bounty Hunter. Okay, I'm going to change the name of the stream to Bounty Hunter's Secret Mission. There we go. All right, so now people will know when they watch the stream when we're going to do it. All right, we got it. Some nice looking PPCs. I'll take those. Actually, these weapons are really nice in general. I'll take these weapons. That won't leave much for anything else, so I'll just grab this. Very good. 2,400 damage from the Mauler 2P. Quite nice. Barely any damage on them. They got through my leg right at the very end. Okay, there we go. The bounty hunter says, Mason, no more need for intel. It's high time we collaborated on a bounty. I've finally finished negotiating some particulars with the client for a bounty I would like to cut you in on. This will be an off-the-books contract, so the terms are non-negotiable, but you'll still be compensated fairly for your contributions. Our target will be one Martin Sandoval, nephew of Robinson's Duke and Lord of the Draconis March, Aaron Sandoval. The boy and his buddy built up a sizable drug and gambling debt off-world with our client's organization. When our client had enough of their antics and tried to collect, Martin ran to his uncle and to rat out his supplies and loan sharks. Duke Sandoval then used his political clout to have them all arrested by the Federation authorities. While his uncle might have thought that this was the end of his nephew's problems, the suppliers and loan sharks Martin ratted out belong to a much larger organization, one that will not stand for a noble pissant feeling that he can walk out of his debts by ratting out the organization members to the Federation authorities, no matter how well connected he may be. Our sizable bounty is for Martin's head, and I intend to collect it. Problem is, this particular stack of human shit and his friends are mech warriors and officers with the Robinson's Rangers stationed on a Federation March capital world under heavy protection. But I may have found an opening. Martin's detachment is scheduled to rotate to a remote base to conduct a training exercise. While in the bush, they'll be stationed at an isolated outpost towards the base of a large mountain range. That is where we can strike at them all and be gone before reinforcements can arrive. Help me with this and I'll split Martin's bounty 70-30 with you. The 70 going my way given I'm the one setting up this gig and the client is specifically requesting my services. What do you say? Okay, so for level 10 intel we get 10 million smackaronis and 10 double heat sinks. First, though, let's go ahead and prepare. Let me head back over here. Oh, rare mech and combine space. Zedmaster thinks that I am going to get backstabbed. I have no idea how it's going to go, totally honest. Corporal says that he shot his first AC-20 burst fire on a Victor. Oh yeah, it's a huge magazine too. Like the shot goes on for a long time. It's a I like the weapon more in the mid game though. I'm always afraid to get up close. I don't like getting up close and darn, I was hoping this would be a Mauler, but alas. Let me see how our Mauler did over here. A little bit scratched up on the leg, but not too bad. Also, welcome, Cheeky BB. Did you have your vacation yet with your boyfriend? Did you get to go to Disney World? In the meantime, oh, the Waco Rangers. I thought we already claimed the bounty on the Waco Rangers. Someone once told me that determination becomes obsession and then it becomes all that matters. I'm always reminded of that quote whenever I think of Wayne Waco and his Waco Rangers. When the Capellan Confederation decided to disband the 1st Tau Ceti Rangers, Wayne's natural charisma and upbeat outlook on life inspired loyalty and kept a large majority of his disbanded unit together as they ventured out on their own. But that positivity was the first thing to be crushed under the foot of the same stalker that pancaked his son John on New Aragon. As the stories go, the Rangers were facing off against Zeta Battalion, Wolf Dragoon's fancy battalion that fields almost exclusively assault mechs. John's lance of scout mechs were shot down, igniting smoke screens to blind Zeta's lumbering slow movements. John successfully ejected out of his cockpit, but when he was running across an open field attempting to link up with another Ranger mech trying to rescue him, a Dragoon stalker maliciously crushed John under the mech's foot as he fled for his life. A Comstar inquiry cleared the Dragoons of any wrongdoing, but that only pushed Wayne even further off the edge. Now, the charisma and optimism he was known for has been replaced with bitterness and rage. To his credit, he has tempered his fury into forging his Rangers into becoming the Dragoons' ultimate foil, even if their rivalry with Jamie Wolfe seems purely one-sided, as the Dragoons seem to show little regard to Wayne's blood feud with them. So that was our intel on the Waco Rangers. Give me 1 second, though, because my allergies are killing me, and I don't want to have a plugged-up nose when I'm doing this. So I'm going to mute myself real fast, and I am going to blow my nose. Then we are going to do the final special mission. Okay. My headset back. All right, here we go. So, I've blowed my nose. Now I don't sound so nasal. And we can begin the bounty hunter. First, we got to read the debriefing. Mason, no more need for intel. We collect. Okay, that's the same thing he said before. And where is the mission? Right over here. Do we have everything? Everything is repairing? Okay, good. Let's do it. Oh, what restaurant did you choose to go to, Cheeky? Did you go to Tepod and Ado? All right, here it is. The planet of Robinson. Okay, here we go. The final battle. This is, oh my god. Oh my god. Difficulty 110. That is higher than anything I've ever... It doesn't go that high. Difficulty 110. Let me take a screenshot of that. Hold up now. Okay, well, this is it, boys. Difficulty 110. So the bounty hunter says... Yeah, it's also against House Davion. Yeah, the bastards deserve it. They deserve it, so it's fine. Our Martin Sandoval is out on a remote training exercise with his company. I'm pairing your team up with two of my own who will screen your approach with advanced electronic countermeasures, cause confusion, and draw their main body away to allow me to approach the mark from the rear. Once you fight through, we'll link up and take them out. The Rangers are no pushovers, so be prepared for a tough fight. Okay. Oh, there's no bidding. But I get 1 million damage coverage, which is probably not going to be enough. Alright, so because I don't know what's going to happen in this mission, I will be bringing... I don't care what the AI pilots... Like, I will be bringing the best battle mechs in my roster. So that means I will go in the King Crab car. Also, all of our best pilots. 60-60... 5960, 5960. Okay, you get the honor of using the Mauler KO. You get to use the Mauler 2P. And Who will I bring as the final mech? Maybe one of the Annihilators. That'll make us really slow, but possibly one of the Annihilators. I think that's going to be our team. What do you guys think? Like, the Annihilator's going to be a little slow. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. You know, I don't know how important speed is going to be. I mean, from the sound of things, it doesn't sound like it's going to be like speed is that important. But who knows? Yes, it could be very expensive. Like, if any of these mechs take damage, a lot of damage, yes, their repairs will be extremely expensive. All of them are equipped with extremely good weapons. Most of them have either ferrofibrous armor or endosteel. But, like, this is the secret. This is the special mission from the Bounty Hunter with a difficulty of 110. I think we owe it to bring the best of what we've got. Okay, I don't see any other recommendations, so that's what we're going to do. So, according to this mission is going to occur in the forest. That's good. I was worried it was going to be in a mega city. But because it's not in a mega city, I feel like we should be able to use long range to our advantage. But this is it. Here we go. Let's see if we get owned.
Attention. Prepare for Batman departure.
The King is so short. It's such a squat mech that, like, I got like a crotch view of all of the other mechs, or a butt view. Wait, you better be allies.
Because I'm only gonna say this once. Our target is stationed with his detachment of Robinson Rangers at a remote outpost on the far side of the mountain range, dead ahead of your position. Mason, your team will be paired with 2 of my own. They will provide ECM support to screen your advance along the March nav route. Once you get close enough, you'll trigger their perimeter alarms, so be prepared for a fight. Draw their forces away, and allow me to get in close to the mark. The only way you'll prevent the entire Robinson Rangers from collapsing on you is to stay under ECM cover. So keeping my people alive is imperative here. Do not try anything cute with my team, or I will immediately scrub this mission. Let's get this done.
Okay, we're going to proceed at Annihilator speeds, and it looks like we need to keep the, at least one of the 2 ECM mechs up. The Beard Logan subbed as a T1. He's been a sub for 16 months. Goodicus Gravius. That's such a long time. Thank you for supporting my channel, Logan. You're just in time. This is the secret bounty hunter mission.
Acquired.
Enemy armor spotted.
I love watching those LRMs curve in. That's how you know you've got those nasty Artemis LRMs.
Perimeter alarm was just tripped. Thinking the old dude will this again?
No clue, but the last thing I want is to report for disciplinary action hung over again. We'll check it out. Our patrol is less than a click away.
Wrecked.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
So lots of vehicles.
Splash target.
We got a Cyclops coming up behind. That's going to be a better target for me to go for. Big shot on the Cyclops. Going to order them to focus fire there. Every time I want to shoot, he walks in front of me. I'm gonna save my ammo. He's almost destroyed. Locking onto the Kintaro. Big shot there. Let me have him finish it off. Get away from it. Don't stand in the explosion. Brilliant. Brilliant job.
Complete.
Endpoint reached. Contact! 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 We have a hostile battle mech lance bearing right down on us. Can't get a read on him. Some kind of interference in the area. Shit! Are you serious?
Acquired.
Yes, Martine. They're shooting at us. We need help.
Target destroyed.
Raising the alarm now. Hold on. Help's coming.
Basic, leave no survivors. No one can know of our involvement in this.
Finish it off, boys. Big exposure on its center torso.
Know it. You knew what you were getting into when you signed on to this. Make sure it gets done, or it's all of our asses that will be twisting in the wind.
God damn it, I can't get a read on them. Stop them.
Yes, I agree. It would have been nice if Thomas was here, but you know, he could be pretty busy. Don't forget, he's a doctor of cancer research.
Commander, we're hailing you on a private channel. It's inevitable that there will be casualties in our line of work, but outright murdering defenseless survivors, they can strip our MRB license for this, or worse, have House Davion brand us as enemies of the state. It's too late to back out now. The bounty hunter is not someone we want to cross if we value our lives. But that doesn't mean we need to stick around once this job is done. I'm prepping the dropship for a quick exfiltration. Complete the mission, then prepare to get the hell out of here quick. I don't like the way the wind is blowing on this one.
What a weenie. It sounds like Rihanna's being a weenie. Unfortunately, we are stuck at the speeds of an annihilator.
Enemy mech in the area.
Oh, what a beautiful shot.
Target acquired.
Locking on. Another beautiful shot. Love to see it. We're through his center torso armor.
Target.
Who the hell are you people? Why are you here?
Do you mean you don't know? After what you've done?
No, it can't be.
Yes, Martine. I am your reckoning.
Commander, I'm losing your signal against the mountain. Trying to reconnect.
That's a good point, Zen Master. He says, what are you on about? We're already enemies of the Davion state. That's true. They hate us already. So what? Oh my God, his body just got, that battle mech's body got claimed by the Earth. That means there's like someone using Earth elemental powers here. There's more at play than I thought. You better tell me what I want to know, or I will step on your robot penis. That's what you get. I assert my dominance on him. Don't worry, boys. We'll be there eventually. Unfortunately, we have to travel at annihilator speeds. The good news is that I'm not all that banged up. And the other good news is that we're running out of map. And since we're running out of map, I got to imagine we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, like I said, I've never done the special mission for the bounty hunter before. So I'm bringing the best stuff I've got. Hopefully I don't get owned, because that'll be like a tragic loss of material. One thing I will say is that we've got very clear lines of fire, which is a really big deal. Like, all of our mechs are very, very dedicated long-range firepower mechs. Some of them have limited close-range capability, but we are definitely here to blast enemies at a distance. One thing we got to do is we got to get this. These maulers are getting a little too close, and they're taking more damage than is necessary. So I'm gonna have to take control of their, or I'm gonna have to give them orders more specifically.
Target acquired.
Tank spotted.
Target destroyed.
I want to watch my ammo. I've still got 103 shells left, which is a lot. But at the same time, I do want to, you know, just...
Target acquired.
Copy it.
Not a Demolisher, though. Demolisher has to go. Double AC-20s, no thank you.
Loading behind you, Commander.
I mean, I know it was questionable to bring the Annihilator, but like I said, we're bringing our best mechs right now.
Stay back. I'll pay you anything you want. Just let me live.
We're well past that, Martine. I only want to know one thing from you. How do you want to die? On your feet or on your knees?
Screw you.
On your feet it is.
Doing some single fire here to save a bit of ammo. Alright, so there's a bit more cover here. Definitely possible ambushes up ahead. Wait, I see a battle mech in the distance. Let's order our mechs to stay here and fire from position.
Raptor requested, Commander.
No, get behind me. Get behind me.
Received. Let's go. On location, Commander.
I'm going after the Mauler, or not the Mauler, the Stalker. Big damage center torso on the Stalker. There we go. 2 volleys and the Stalker's toast. How have you guys not taken out this Enforcer yet?
Enemy mech eliminated.
Okay. I got 88 shells, which is still pretty solid.
Acquired.
You don't have to do this. I could square things away with them.
Our assigned mech target is on the field. Let's
Oh my god, I got him there. Big damage from him.
Was a clean headshot.
Looking for the Rifleman. Massive damage, but he's still standing. A Black Knight. Let me see if I can set up the headshot.
Critical.
Move over here, boys.
Commander wants us over there. Form up.
I can pay you. I'll double what they're offering.
You talk too much. You know that?
Holding at your waypoint. At requested location.
Oh my god, get out of my way.
Please, don't do this.
There we go. They finished him off. Beautiful combination right there.
Clear the glowing mech hull.
Big damage on the Banshee.
Target acquired.
I took the shot there because I was worried that the Phoenix Hawk would get in my way.
Grasshopper.
My Mauler KO just does not want to stay behind. Like, the AI does not understand when I say stay in position.
Time to clean up here and collect.
Commander, run!
In a rush to get somewhere, Mason? I'm afraid this is the end of the road for you as well.
Oh, so we will have to fight the bounty hunter as well. That is a super griffin. Okay, so even though we overheated there, we did clean that up pretty nicely.
Kid, I bested the widow and countless others. Do you really think you have a chance against me?
The commander wants us over there. Form up.
Okay, I guess we're gonna fight the bounty hunter. I mean, I know the bounty hunter loves a marauder, and no matter how souped up his marauder is, there's literally just there are literally just limitations to how much you can put on a marauder. So
I'll tell you this, Mason. You're putting up a better fight than most.
Complete. In position, Commander.
I've already really beat up his warhammer. There's his special marauder right there.
We have your target.
Big damage center torso. Okay, like I said, no matter...
The hunter somehow sabotaged our comms and sensors. Farhad just fixed them up. We're coming to pick you up now. Secure whatever salvage you want to bring with you and prepare for a hard burn. We need to get out of here ASAP.
Do I need to go to a location? Okay, good. I don't need to go to a location. So unfortunately, we did lose one of my really nice Artemis LRM launchers. But basically, though, the issue is like, no matter how good, no matter how much you soup up a Marauder, like no matter how much Lost Tech you put on it, no matter how many upgrades you put on it, at the end of the day, it's still a Marauder versus the King Car. And so, like, there are literally just limits to how much armor it can have. There are just limits to how many weapons it can equip. Like, there's just like, which is why I wasn't too worried about having to fight the bounty hunter, just on the basis that I knew that, like, I don't care how souped up your Marauder is, your souped up Marauder is never going to beat the King Car. Like, it just cannot be done. Even if you've got yet another mech lab and you can, like, throw all this stuff on your Marauder and you can, like, break the rules of the game, it's just not going to happen. So, the bounty hunter says, "Impressive, kid. I'll leave you to enjoy your victory, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be in touch soon." Okay, so, we get 30 salvage here. I guess we need this Kintaro for a quest. I'll take that ERPPC. And one of these Tier 4 PPCs. So, unfortunately, the Mauler got a little worked up. It did manage to keep its body parts. That's actually pretty big, because that means there are probably still some surviving components in it. It did lose my, like, extremely valuable Tier 4 Artemis LRM-20, so that's a little sad. The others, but that's specifically because the pilot kept disobeying my orders, and he was getting too close to the front. Like, remember, the rules of the game are, when you shoot at enemies beyond your optimal firing range, the damage is cut in half. So for a PPC, the maximum range for a Tier 1 PPC is 900 meters, but the optimal range is like 500-ish. So basically, when you shoot beyond 500 meters, you lose half your damage. You do 5 damage instead of 10, and that's the plan. That's why we stand so far back, because even though they're shooting a lot of stuff... Excuse me. Even though they're shooting a lot of stuff at us, it doesn't matter when half of the damage is being reduced. But when our mechs get closer, they're getting inside, like, their optimal firing range, and they're taking way more damage, which is why it was really aggravating to have the Mauler KO come forward. So that was that. 1,800 damage. I knocked out 6 mechs. Wow, the Mauler KO actually defeated more mechs than me. I think a lot of that is because when I crippled a mech, I would not finish it off. And I think the Mauler KO just like punched them out, which is actually a great teamwork right there. Great inadvertent teamwork. So, the bounty hunter says, not many can claim they got the best of me. I honestly didn't think you had it in you, kid. Not going to apologize for what I did. It was just business after all. You've been around this life long enough to know that things kind of come... Wait, that this kind of thing comes with the job. Tell you what, though, keep the mech. I've been planning on upgrades anyways, and here's your promise cut. We'll even call us even and go our separate ways. I could still use any intel you gather on the other mercs you face. Always good to keep up with the competition, but from here out, we'll settle out for a fixed rate. You give me the intel, I'll see what I can do to get you some premium items from my stash. Past that, we'll steer clear of one another from now on. Don't mess in my business, and I won't mess in yours. Sound good? I hope so, as I would hate to think of what alternatives would force me to do to close this business out for good. No one gets away from me that easily, Mason, and I mean no one. So we get an extra 2 million C-bills and a fully restored bounty hunter marauder. So let's take a look at this. This is a different variant, actually. The way I can tell is the icon on the top left is that little dragon with a shield on it. That means that this is not the BH1. In fact, I might have the BH1. Oh, here's the BH2. Okay, so here's the BH2. Let me go ahead and restore the BH2 and we can compare them. And we can see, like, what the differences between these two mechs are. And we will, I guess we're gonna see. So, like, yeah, this is a new hero mech. It probably comes exclusively from this mission. So let me go ahead and put the BH2 back together. I believe its weapons were... Let's sort by tons. I believe it was ERPPCs. It was a Gauss rifle. I believe it had pulse lasers. Where is it? Medium pulse lasers. It did use jump jets, I do remember that. And then I think it had 2 tons of Gauss ammo, and then I think it just had some double heat sinks. Okay, I believe that is the BH2. That's the Bounty Hunter's second Marauder. Now, the second Marauder was available much earlier in the game. Let me go ahead and speed up its repairs. Also, let's take a look at our damage. This one was fine. The King Car held its armor. The 2P held its armor. Let's see what we lost over here. So we lost... Okay, oh, thank God. Somehow, despite the damage on the Mauler, the ammo banks did not get hit on either. That is so fortunate. Oh, man, and I don't have another LRM-20 with the Artemis. Very sad face there. Oh. That's okay, though. LRM-20 Tier 5 with the Artemis system. There you go. Okay, let's speed up the process so we can get them all... So we can compare them. Okay, there we go. So, we've got the... Let's also look at them. We can look at them in the mech bay. Okay, let's swap them out. You need to be in that position. Wait, how do I get them to face each other? Okay, so the Gauss rifle one needs to go where the King Crab is. You go here. There we go. Okay. So here is, this is the BH2. This one has been in the game already. Let me see what, this was actually a baseline mech. Okay, so this one did not come in an expansion. So this one was always in the game, the BH2. Which is the one that has the jump jets, the double ERPPCs, the 3 medium pulse lasers, and the big old Gauss rifle. Now over here we have, this is I guess the BH-1, his previous mech. Let's see if there's anything special about them. The BH-2 has an extra light engine. The BH-1 does not. So this one is literally just a downgrade. So this one is basically just a Marauder that has been recustomized. It has double heat sinks. Let's see what its equipment looks like up close. It's got the same 3 jump jets that the BH-2 redesign has, but it also has 2. So it has 3 PPCs, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium lasers, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So it's got basically an additional 18 heat sinks. That seems like my mod is incorrect. My mod is say, wait. What about the speed? Okay, it's not incorrect. Look at the speed. So first off, I was like, there is no way an ordinary Marauder could possibly carry that much equipment. That's just not possible. But now and it doesn't have endo steel. It doesn't have ferrofibrous armor. It doesn't have an extra light engine. I'm like, how is that possible? Is it just breaking the rules, or is my mod not telling me what its full stats are? But no, it has a downgraded engine. The engine downgrade is allowing it to basically act more like an assault mech. This one's same thing. This mech also travels at 48.6 kilometers per hour, but it also has an extra light engine, which is interesting. Overall, though, yeah, this is probably worse. One thing it does have going for it, though, is it has a lot of medium lasers. Like, that is pretty nasty. It's basically an awesome with jump jets and 5 medium lasers. Zenmaster asks, I thought the Bounty Hunter had the best of the best mechs. He does. The thing, though, is, like I said, one thing to understand is that he's famous for piloting a Marauder. The Marauder belonged to Natasha Kerensky. And the thing is, there's only so much you can do to... There's only so much you can do to a Marauder to improve it. Because it is at the end of the day, it is a 75-ton mech. You can only make it so big. You can only add so many weapons onto it. Now, one thing I will say is the original Bounty Hunter Marauder probably doesn't have endo steel, a ferrofibrous armor, or an extra light engine because it didn't exist at the time of the mech. So when he recustomized it, those probably did not exist. So he just could not, regardless of the amount of money he had, he simply could not do that. Now, the BH-2, on the other hand, I am a little disappointed that they didn't go all out on it and give it the extra light engine, the endo steel, and the ferrofibrous armor, because I feel like he would have the money and the technology exists that he would have been capable of doing that. So overall, it's a very cool mech. I love the kind of cash money paint job. You know, that's what he's known for, is having this kind of like dollar bill green paint scheme with the, this is supposed to be a symbol of the C-bill with a bullet going through it. That is the Bounty Hunter's logo. And, yeah. But overall, how good of a mech is it? I mean, it seems like a decent mech. The problem is that for a mech that travels 48.6 kilometers, I think you can just do better. Maybe not for the size. Like, I guess you'd have to ask, is there a heavy mech in the game that could deliver the kind of firepower that this could deliver? Maybe. What about the Rifleman DNA? The Rifleman DNA can equip 2 Gauss rifles. The Rifleman DNA, quite a vicious battle mech. Also, technically has more upgrades, extra light engine and endo steel. What about the Dargon? The Dargon Sidewinder? The Dargon Sidewinder has a mask. Like, mask is a very powerful advantage. And the original Sidewinder, before I changed it, came with the AC-20. Like, that's a pretty strong combination. So, you know, what about the Jägermech DD? The Jägermech DD comes with, the stock equipment on this mech is... Where are the tons at? So the stock comes with a pair of Ultra AC5s and a pair of AC2 burst fire. That is a lot of firepower. Like, the Jägermech DD will spray you up really bad. Like, you should not underestimate the DD. Like, in fact, Jägermechs in general will spray you up. Like, you may not think that, like, an AC2 does a lot of damage. Let me tell you, once them elite Jägermechs, like, get a crosshair on you, like, they will chew you up. So, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It is a very cool mech, but I'm also kind of like, you know, it's more, I feel more like I'm acquiring like a vintage model where you're basically like, you know, wow, this is like a classic, this is like a classic mech. It's like, it feels more like a museum piece. I'm not saying it's effective, ineffective. I'm not saying that it would not be good at fighting, but what I am saying is that, it doesn't feel that different from a Black Knight. Like, a Black Knight carries very similar weapon systems. Like, here is a Black Knight hero mech. And it could also equip a bunch of PPCs. Like, I could do, you know, I could do something like this. Wow, then I could leave those there. Then I could be like, whoa, put in some double heat sinks. And that's it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, you know, so it's pretty comparable, but you get the 64 kilometers, so you'd have like, you'd just have to shave off a ton of armor, and you'd get something very, very similar to it. So it's like, you know, I don't think it's that unique, but it's certainly not bad. That said, it is very slow at 48.6 kilometers. I feel like the only advantage this mech has over an assault mech, because at 48.6 kilometers, that's Atlas speeds. Well, wrong Atlas. So this Atlas P has a top speed of 48.6. So the Bounty Hunter and the Bounty Hunter 2 are going at Atlas speeds. So why wouldn't you just use an assault mech? In most cases, I would say the only reason you wouldn't is if you wanted to save space, because this is 25 tons lighter. So I guess in perspective of like, if you're going heavy mech to heavy mech, maybe this has the advantage of bullying the enemies because it's kind of like a baby assault mech. But, yeah. There you go. And that is the final mission. So it sounds like the bounty hunter will... Yeah, so I see. So it looks like he will continue to pay you stuff too. Meaning... just because, basically, it looks like you can keep going over and over and over again, and then he'll just continue to pay you stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that even though you complete the mission, it doesn't close out this game mechanic. I think that would be a shame, because it is a cool game mechanic. Because, like, the mercenaries are a very... I like that game mechanic. It's pretty neat. But, if they shut it out, you would still get the extra money for defeating mercenaries, because like that's just a base part of it, but now it gives you even more incentive to fight enemy mercenaries, because you could get extra payment, extra salvage, and you get more bounty hunter intel. So all of that I think is pretty cool. Looks like we found 171 out of the 338 mechs as well, so overall, there you go. Pretty good. I think that's good enough for today's episode, though. I wasn't thinking to complete the playthrough in one swoop, but I got it done, so I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if maybe I'll just continue playing MechWarrior 5 just for fun for the remainder of the week, and then next week I will switch to a new game. I will come back and do another playthrough of MechWarrior, especially if another DLC comes out. But maybe for the next 2 streams, I'll just be playing for fun. Like, you know, now that we have completed all of our objectives, and I did what I wanted. I maxed everything out. You know, we did the bounty hunter stuff. We did all the cantina missions. We completed all the story missions, with the exception of Kestrel Lancers. Mainly because I don't think Kestrel Lancers is like, I don't find it to be a super interesting one. So but, you know, I already did a playthrough of Kestrel Lancers and everything. So, you know what I might do is maybe the next playthrough, the last 2 episodes of the series, maybe I will do your battle mech designs. If you want to submit a battle mech design, then you'll want to join my Discord and go to the MechWarrior 5 section and go to the Suggest a Mech right here. If you suggest a design, just check the first comment here. It gives you the what you need to do to fill it out. I will pin it here, and these pinned comments are all of the battle mechs that have been requested, and I will use your battle mech, and I will see how I do it. You know, like, you know, it might be a very different play style than I'm used to, so I might perform very poorly in it, but I will try out your battle mechs. I think that's what I'm going to do. If you need a link to my Discord, all you got to do is just scroll down from the stream. Come on, Paige, load in. Load in. Oh, let me reload. Just scroll down, and right in these fields here, the Discord. Join my Discord, and you can suggest mechs. I will name the mech after you, or you can choose the mech, the name of the mech, and if I don't have it, I will try to get it. You know, if it's a very rare mech, obviously that can be a bit of a problem. But yeah, I will probably be trying out your mech designs, and I'll just be playing for fun, because we have completed the, the playthrough. If you missed the Bounty Hunter's special mission, don't worry. You see this link right here called Fox VODs. This takes you to my second channel. This is where I upload all of my episodes. So last episode was 30. You're watching episode 31. But, you know, I upload them typically same day. It takes a few hours for them to load up. But you can go to my YouTube channel there, and you can see them. Also, if you're new to the game, go to my primary YouTube channel here, Fox's YouTube channel, and you will find that I have battle mech guides. They are focused on new players, and by focused on new players, it means I have some self-restrictions on the designs, no lost tech, and no upgrades. Because as a new player, you might not be able to just copy a lost tech design. Also, by not using lost tech, it pushes you into learning the fundamentals of the game, so that you learn to play good without the lost tech, and then when you do get the lost tech, it just kind of unlocks your full potential. But yeah, I got the Stalker here, I got the Atlas, the Archer, lots of fan favorite ones, Warhammer, Marauder, Centurion, Crusader, a lot of like fan favorite builds and stuff like that. You can also find short versions of them on my TikTok. I do like 1-minute short versions, so this is a 1-minute build for the Atlas, a 1-minute build on the Marauder, you know, a 1-minute build on the Warhammer, the Centurion, the Crusader. So if you just want like a quick version of it, like I have them on TikTok, and that's where I do. So, and also, if you have any questions on how to play the game, you can ask anything you want in the MechWarrior 5 section. Just go to the MechWarrior 5 section, like Ricebox, for example. He picked up the game maybe a week ago, and he's doing really good now. Like, you know, even though he was having a bit of trouble at first, you know, we answered all of his questions, and now he beat the primary campaign. So we got a brand new MechWarrior in the community. He loved the game, helping to grow the community. So there you go. Anyways, my streams are not over for today. I am going to take like an hour break, and then I will be back, and I will be playing a new, fresh playthrough of Vampire Survivors. Very fun game, very cheap game. It's like only like $2, and the DLC is like $2. There's no microtransactions or anything. It's super addictive. It's super fun. It's honestly probably the best value game in the world at the moment, considering that it has so much replayability, and it's like the $2 meta. There's so many copycats making $2 copycats. It is probably the most blessed thing to happen to gamers since loot boxes, season passes, microtransactions were invented. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the final battle with the Bounty Hunter. That was a pretty cool mission. I was not expecting the Bounty Hunter to betray me, honestly, because normally the Bounty Hunter I mean, you know, like, Betrayal's in his deck of cards, but I didn't think that they were going to have you fight him and defeat him because he's like a mythical figure in the game. So, like, I did not think that they would let you fight and defeat a mythical figure within the Battletech universe like that, because it basically implies that you're better than the bounty hunter, which I don't think is realistic. So, you know, not what I expected. Still a fun battle. The King Car performed extremely well, but yes, follow me on Twitch so you know when I go live next. Come back in about an hour and I will be playing Vampire Survivors. I do have the Twitch integration active for it so you guys can try to mess my runs up by voting for dumb powers to screw me over. Or you could try to help me and be nice, you know, one way or the other. Anyways, till next time, everybody, thank you for coming to attend the Bounty Hunter's final battle. And until next time, come back in an hour for Vampire Survivors. See you around, though. Remember, at the end of the day, that you don't have to be good to get good.